Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Freaky Fast Broadcasting, where tonight we got some super speedway action here at the Sim Unleashed Truck Series. Man, I'll tell you what, Robert, it's going to be a heck of a time here tonight to see who can come out of the win, because anybody can win on super speedway. This is a place that doesn't matter what your track record is coming into these places. You can definitely pull out some special stuff in this budget sim boxes truck series here at Talladega and be able to pull off a special victory. So we'll have to see how it all shakes out. But how are you doing tonight, Robert? And what do you expect us to see?
I expect to see here at Talladega there, sir. It's going to be a lot of draft pack racing. There's going to be teams gathering up, trying to push each other to the front. Some guys are going to fall to the back. Some teams are going to fall to the back. But the key is just stick with the draft. You're not going to get away from nobody, as we know. This draft package with, the Gander Outdoor Trucks is pretty equal. No one's going to pull away. And like you said, anybody can win this. So stick around, everybody out there. We'll find out on lap 94 coming across the start-finish line if we're going to have a pack racing of 5 trucks trying to win, 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide. God knows what we're going to have here at Freaky Fast there, Zach.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing race. Like you said, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who's going to be in position to win. It's going to be very interesting. This track, it always, here in Daytona is always a crapshoot, as we always say. And we'll have to see who the driver is, to place themselves in that position. Like you said, you're not going to be able to get away from anybody, but you definitely can make mistakes entering pit road and exiting pit road and entering your box that could lead to you possibly losing that draft, or even issues, just with little lifts. You lose that draft just a little bit, you're going to be a sitting duck by yourself, and it's going to be a long race riding around full throttle with no friends. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out, but we got about 1 minute and 41 seconds here left in practice. You're going to head to qualifying. Qualifying it's not too crucial here, just because you can make up positions. You're not going to be able to, get away, like we say, like a normal racetrack you would. Here with the restrictor plates restricting the horsepower of these engines, is going to let these guys be able to do some pretty crazy drafting maneuvers and stay in a pretty tight-knit pack. So we'll have to see who can qualify pretty well here. It is a specialty to qualify faster. Definitely, you're running wide open, but the key to it is literally a smooth wheel, not a lot of input of that wheel, and not scrubbing that speed off with those tires.
No, that's the main thing, scrubbing the speed off the tires, going through the turns, as you don't want to scrub the more wheel input you put in there, the more you scrub the tires. The less wheel input you put in, the less you scrub the tires, which equals more speed. And that's key. I never figured out how to qualify good here, but again, I don't think I ever really tried to figure it out, because again, what's the point? I can start in the back, move to the front. I can start in the front, wind up in the back in one lap. Strategy wise, so again, you said the famous words that I always say at super speedway, everybody, is it's a crapshoot. I really don't know what else to say about super speedway racing. It is just stick with somebody, and hopefully the big key is, and they all have them, when will the big one happen? They do got one fast repair here tonight, so hopefully we don't see 2 big ones or 3. But we'll find out. But I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen out there, that we're probably gonna see 2 big wrecks. That's gonna be my goal. Well, not my goal, but that's what I'm thinking. My goal is to see it. We're gonna see it with 5 laps to go. There's gonna be a big wreck, because that's what Freaky Fast does.
Yeah, right. We prove it time in, time out. Freaky Fast. We have the curse of the late race caution. But
yeah, we do.
It's good entertainment value. So
right,
we'll be able to see how that shakes out. But yeah, the big one can strike at any moment. This track, stuff happens in a blink of an eye. That's where you really got to be on point. And we'll have to see. I mean, here as we go in the qualifying now, we'll see who can put down the fastest times. But it's going to be shooken up all throughout this 94-lap race. These guys are going to be going from first to last. As look at Robbie Darnell there, he actually got into the wall, actually leaving the road, so he's going to have to probably reset in that 44. But it's it's going to be definitely interesting. We could definitely see a surprise winner also. I mean, yeah, the guys that normally run very well on most of the other tracks, they could definitely come here, and still win a race. But, this is a track you can tend to see winners that you've never seen before. So we'll have to see if someone here tonight can get their first victory, maybe a surprise winner, someone who doesn't normally run up front. That would be pretty cool to see.
That is correct. Yeah, again, yeah. Well, we'll have to see, Stick around. It's going to be a long race, 94 laps. Oh, man. It's fast.
Yeah.
It's a long race. What are we looking at when it comes to, what are you thinking on fuel mileage here, Zach? What's the game plan, fuel with your sets of tires? Do you really think you need to take tires here? You could probably run this whole race almost with a set that you have on. Am I correct?
Yeah, so they have 4 sets of tires here tonight. So
basically, that's unlimited.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty. Yeah, pretty much for this track. That's not really gonna come down to too big of an issue.
Right.
So really looking at it, fuel mileage wise, do a little quick math here. It's most likely gonna come down to a 3-stop race. Which will
about
maybe
30 laps.
Maybe even a 2-stop. Let me see if the 2-stop will work real quick. My calculator. And the calculator, she's blowing smoke out right now. She's working hard.
She's like, it's dinner time. What are you doing?
So that was a good one. So if it's a 2-stop strategy, they're going to have to go at least 31 to 32 laps, which I believe they have a full fuel load, so I believe that is possible. It's very close.
Yeah.
But on the 3-stop strategy, they'd be going about 24 laps. So we'll have to see when that first pit stop comes. That'll be the mark to show us, like, hey, this is what we're looking at fuel mileage wise. But I would imagine we're looking at a 2-stop race.
Well, and that comes down to talking about fuel mileage stops there, Zach. The question is going to be too, does somebody do that 10-lap stop? They go in on lap 10, lap 11, stay out there and try to do that strategy that we've seen number of times here. Do you think that might be something somebody might be looking at?
They might be looking at that. It'll matter how far you can go with that strategy coming into play.
Hit up Cedric. Where's Cedric? Tell him to hit you up.
Actually, you know what? I'll send him a message real quick here. I think he's going to be streaming, so he might see this message, actually.
The Hello Kitty is out there, Cedric.
I don't know what he's in the truck. Is it the Hello Kitty truck?
I don't even know what he's in.
I forget. But we'll have to see. The biggest thing, though, Robert, is going to be you can save fuel here. As, like, think about, like, the pack in the draft, you can really save a bunch of fuel by just running in the back, running about 75%, 50% throttle, because you can hang back there and run pretty little throttle and save a good bit of fuel. I'm talking up to 2 laps, and that's 5 miles. You think about that, 2.5 miles, well, really 2.66 mile track. This is even farther than 5 miles. So we're saving up to 2 laps.
But that's about 2 laps almost.
Yeah, exactly. But that is so crucial. Especially if they're close on that 31 lap fuel mark, and you can save that fuel, that'll be very, very crucial. And something we're about to see is Nicholas Lobey right now so far has the quick time so far of qualifying, and we got about 12 seconds remaining. So I don't think anybody's going to beat that time with 12 seconds left.
I like how you said quick time. I think you need to put a little more emphasis in there, like quick time.
The dirt guy does that. He's just he gets very, very enthusiastic with his quick time.
Oh boy!
There it is, Nicholas Lobey. That's a great pole position there for him. Also with Todd East not too far behind. So we'll have to go to our starting grid here, and there it is. As Nicholas Lobey will qualify on pole in that 13 machine, followed alongside there on the front row will be Todd Neese in that 1 truck. On the second row, it's going to be Braden Caress in that 91, followed alongside by Hunter Hayward in that 4th position. 5th place is going to go to Mark Whitley in the 77. 6th is going to be Brandon Colley. 7th, we'll go to Jonathan Smith in that 25 machine. 8th is going to be Josh Jones on the 76. 9th will be Steven Stippian in the 81. 10th, Robert Cheswick in that 6. 11th will go to Robbie Darnell in the 44. 12th will go to Gomez in that 33 truck. 13th will be Cedric Hunter. 14th, Josh Coley. 15th will be Michael Yarrow. 16th will go to Stephen Leffler. 17th is Dave Bush. James Small in the 61 will start in that 18th position, followed along by 19th of David Neese in that 27 truck. 20th position will be Buzz in the 51 truck. 21st, Jason Adams. And rounding out your field in 22nd will be Michael Palmer in the 31 truck. As that is your starting grid here tonight for the Budget Sim Boxes Truck Series here at Sim Racing Unleashed. Tell you what, it's going to be, I want to see how these guys take this. We got a 94-lap race. That's a long way. What is the decision? Do you go full bore or do you save a little bit? Because normally we can see people definitely, bring it down a notch at the beginning, but some people like to bring it up a notch from the beginning. So that's something we'll have to watch for.
I've always laid back, but that's me. And then I wind up getting myself in trouble. Try to stay out of the big one.
Hey, staying out of the big one is very, very critical. I mean, if you don't stay out of that, you got one faster bear, but if you don't stay out of it, it will end up very, very bad quickly. As I tried to figure out the fuel mileage, but Cedric is he's ignoring me. He don't like me, I guess. It's messed up.
Jeff's out there. How you doing, sir? Rooting on his son as he is rolling off tonight in that 21 Chevy. And third place? I think he qualified. Third. No, fourth. Same +1. So he qualified fourth, right beside Braden Caress in that 91 Ford.
And Cedric finally did answer me there. He says he's thinking about 30 to 40. So
40?
I think, I don't think that's going to happen. I think he over-exaggerated that, but I definitely think 30 will be possible. So we'll have to see if that two-stop strategy works for these guys tonight or not.
I want to know if somebody does that 10-lap pit strategy. That's what I'm looking at here in this first 10, 11 laps is going to, if I was in the back and I had teammates back there, I might do that. That gets you, one, if there's no yellows, that gets you out of the carnage. Two, you don't have to worry about getting beat and banging. You're running with your teammates and you can make sometimes you can make better, faster pace laps when you're running with a teammate than with somebody that, they're fast and you can draft with them, but you're hesitant, and you don't want to be hesitant at Talladega at all. You want to make sure you stick right with the draft. You don't lift off the gas. If you have to trail brake a little bit, which I really don't think you have to do that no more, but you know what I'm saying there, Zach? You know what's going on, and you can. Two cars sometimes can be faster than 3 or 4 cars as long as you know how to stick together and not overheat. Now the question is how far can you draft with these things? Do you have to worry about these engines overheating after 3-4 laps?
Very critical. We'll have to see how that plays out. And if I knew the tape, I could tell you.
It's probably 30%.
I imagine around 30. So it's not going to be too bad, but it definitely will overheat pretty quickly. As look at that green flag in the air. Nicholas Loeby's going to lead us to the green, and see how this all shakes out. I'm going to tell you what, we're going to see runs all over the place. These trucks can really get some big runs, so we should see some pretty big entertainment stuff here. We should see some big runs, like I said. As you see there, Josh Jones already dropping down to the bottom lane there in that 9th position.
Everybody's spreading out. They're like, I want to go to the back, and that is the strategy, and I don't care what you say.
All decided to drop themselves back on the apron back there to the very back of this pack. Now it's interesting to see if this thing is single file or double file at the moment. Mark Willie leading that top lane with Todd Neese and Hunter Hayward. As you see, the pack very separated. that just shows you a lot of guys differing strategies. You know, some people want to go out here and they're going to run the full thing just as fun as they can. But then other guys are thinking about, well, I want to have a faster pair in my backhand if the big one happens here at the end when I got to get up there.
Now you can see two packs already starting here. You got a front pack, and then you got a little bit of a mini pack, I guess you want to call. Then you got a couple cars shuffled out there by themselves, and then you got a pack of cars stuck in the back there. So let's see how this all plays out. Now, granted, you don't want to fall too far behind. You want to get with somebody because, like you said there in the pre-race, you lose the draft, you're screwed. I don't know how else to say it nicely. You're not going to catch. You're just not going to catch up. You fall like a brick really fast.
Draft is everything here, Robert. Like you said, so I mean, if you don't have it, pretty much a brick. You can toss that brick in the water, and it's going to sink.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be like dragging a brick.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely impossible to make time around here without another car, and that's going to be the thing all night. You're going to have friends. If you don't have friends, you can pretty much make any move you want to make, but it's going to be way tougher and way less likely to go forward.
All I can say is I want you to be my friend until the last lap coming out of turn 4, then screw you.
Well, there's a certain number out there, number 11, that
Oh, don't go there.
likes to do that. So don't trust that pink truck.
No, I found out the Hello Kitty is not nice kitty. The hard way.
And well, that's actually pretty funny that you brought this up. Not funny because of what happened to you.
Of course it's not,
But
right?
nostalgia of it is pretty funny because I watched the video that I think I found on my YouTube actually that is that race.
Oh, no,
at
really?
Talladega. And I went back and watched it, and Cedric still did you wrong, Robert. He still did you wrong. Still to this day, I can't go back and say, he kind of helped. Nah, nope. He did you wrong. You should have won the race. And
I guess I should go back and watch that.
yeah, I gotta go find that for you one day. We'll have to go. I'll just show it to you because I can't remember where I found it. I think it was in my unlisted. I have so many YouTube videos that are unlisted just from the old days.
Wow.
It's really cool to see. But here's a look at Jonathan Smith here running in 7th. Look at them. They're going by Steven Stippian there on the outside. It looks like Stimp dropping back a little bit. But right now, just pretty much single file. Everybody's pretty content on just riding. See what these, that's the thing. Sometimes you have these races where it's going to be like this, where everybody's going to be pretty much content to just ride. And it's pretty cool that, Cedric Hunter is actually streaming. I can get here and watch it. He's running in, I believe, it looks like the 8th position behind Josh Jones.
Oh.
And in the in-car there, I'm seeing him really lifting. You can see the throttle chase with his stream, and he is definitely saving some fuel. So it looks like a lot of these guys are electing to do that.
All right. Well, I got a thing that I'm gonna say now here, Zach. Cedric, you got to get a hold of me then, because we can link that together and we can show in-car view of him on the stream. And I know you've been streaming there, Zach, too, so we can get that all together and show some in-car here at Freaky Fast. Yeah, it's just got to get with me, man.
Especially with Cedric, in VR now.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a heck of a shot. And he's got the cam so you can see his ugly face.
Well, that too, but
oh, like Mark Whitley is forming something.
Yeah, I was just ready to say, Mark Whitley, I thought he was going to get behind Hunter there, and he decided to go up to the top. Now we're going to have 2x2x2 all the way up going into turn 1 here. 7 laps completed so far here at Talladega Super Speedway. I'd like to say hello to Steve out there. Steven's dad. How you doing, sir?
Always great to have the great viewers out there like Steve. And also shout out to Jeff Hayward, Hunter's dad, out there on Facebook. So good to see the family members tuning in as always. showing support for their favorite drivers.
All right, now Caress is going to take over the lead here for a while. Looks
Yeah,
like
Caress has done a pretty good job to hold on to it so far.
yeah, it just looks like everybody's settling out. But you can see that middle pack is starting to catch back up. They're reforming there in the center there, Zach.
Yeah, and there's actually an outside line forming with Steven Leffler there in the 72, getting pushed by Stimp with Yarrow behind that also. So, little line here forming up on the top. They are almost up to pretty much the 10th position. They're side by side. So, yeah, they're definitely going forward, especially because this bottom line is just checking up so much.
Mm-hmm. And I think Mark's seeing that. He's going to pull. I think he's going to pull up in front of Steven there. Yeah, and here comes Nicholas. He says, look, that top line is moving. I want to go there.
Look, they're going to get around them, too. They're going to make it 3 wide.
Try to make 3 wide here as Nicholas blinked out a little bit. Oh, he's blinked. Oh, that's not.
Very scary here at Talladega. Look at that third lane.
Oh,
Caress almost threw a block. That was almost dangerous. 9 laps in. You don't want to see that.
Look at that power move. Wow. Steven in that 81 just gave the other Steven a shot. It's the Steven and Steven show again.
Even Stevens.
I bet. Whoa. And Steven just got
a big old bump. Now Mark Willie getting the shove from Steven Stimp.
Whoa. Woo. Guys,
down the back straightaway.
And Steven Stemp was into the wall. Wow, these guys. Okay, guys, easy. Can't be bump drafting in the turns. It's a little unsafe.
It definitely is. And, you know, the thing that we just seen there is already that third lane. It's one of my favorite things to do here at Talladega. Is that third lane. You can get such a massive run down these straightaways from that third lane. If you can get a good group of cars hooked up there, or trucks tonight, but if you can get a good group of trucks up there, you literally just blow by the pack. It's really impressive to see, but you gotta push very well and you gotta stay connected.
Yeah, you always said, "Where's that third lane? Where's that third lane?" You're a third lane guy.
Yeah, I love it. They go there. It's just so fun to just have that feeling of coming off a turn 2 or 4 and you just pulling them down the straightaway like you're standing still.
At 13, he don't know which lane to follow.
Yeah, he's deciding he wants to get back down below there. As the top lane is definitely, deteriorating with Mark Whitley and Greg Fresh. They're going to tend to go backwards here. So Colby's still blinking a little bit. Definitely something you don't want to see here at a plate track because you're so close. Some other tracks you can deal with it, every time occasional. But yeah, look at these guys definitely are not resting on just the fact to ride around. I like that. Let's not just sit here and ride around. Let's put on a show.
Yeah, putting on a show can also put a lot of cars or trucks into the wall. That's my only problem. I get nervous.
Oh, I do too. But it's fun to see those big moves here. I mean, we're making this doing. Look at this. Look at this shot from Hunter Hayward in the back bumper of Steven Leffler. And I will say that was on the exit of the corner, so that was definitely a scary place to have someone right on the back bumper. Also.
Wow, I don't know if you just seen that going through the tri-oval. You can literally see Steven Leffler's truck shift.
Yep.
The body roll in the truck. That was actually pretty cool.
And 3 wide again here. Hunter Hayward on the bottom, getting pushed by Nicholas Holby as Steven Leffler jumped up. He's going to jump to the top line of the middle lane. Yeah,
oh no! Oh, there it is. Oh, he's up over. Medic.
Yeah, and that's a decent sized wreck. Looks like most people are going to get through it pretty well. But 12 laps in, that was a risky maneuver to slide up in front of the 72 on exit there, and really was just not really all the way clear. As we're gonna go back here on the Freak Fast replay, you can see he gets up. He's clear, but the thing is, you're right on the bumper of him. You got someone on the bumper of Steven Leffler. It's really hard to slow down.
Yeah.
When that's happening, the Steven Stimping is going to take the hard hit in that. So is Michael Yarrow. Looks like Yarrow might have actually got through it, but I just go, well, now he definitely got some nose damage.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, and it's tough. It is a very tough thing to have happen to you here early, but got a fast repair. But like I said, we see this in real life, Robert. You see these lane changing blocks. Guys got to slow the momentum down of the run. In iRacing, it's a little bit more risky to throw that big block, in my opinion. When you throw a block, that's a lot of times what you get is right there is you get trucks getting spun around on the straightaways. But at the same time, it's hard contested racing, and that's what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the first medium big one. Now, the guys that were involved into that, you got your fast repair, but that's it. 13 laps into 94 laps, and you already got to use your fast repair. Now you gotta,
Yeah.
now you just gotta stay out of trouble and fall to the back and find somebody you can ride with, and just say, look, I'll ride with you, and we'll just stick back here. And I don't know. I don't like being in that circumstance because you want to push and you don't want to lose the draft, but at the same time, you don't want to get involved into another wreck. So you can't fall too far back because then you lose your position. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't deals. And I don't like being in that position.
Yeah, it's really never a good position to be in. You really are just stuck in that position, kind of like it's
Yeah.
without having that fast repair. Now you're going to be such a basket case, I guess you could say, of nerves.
Yeah.
Just the fact that like you don't know what's going to happen now, and you can't really control anything that happens here at Daytona or at Talladega. Sorry, and it's a place where you can just be riding along, minding your own business, and everything goes wrong.
Ain't that the truth? Well, look at this. James Small up to 16 positions, up to second right now. And that's 61. Monster Energy.
It's a great job by him to get up into.
Always liked that paint scheme. I used to run that paint scheme. That's from Raven.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that actually back
Mm-hmm.
when we had the trucksters.
Yep. And it's on a Toyota. just saying.
Just saying, just saying.
We do have three Toyotas out here tonight. 3.
Interesting.
Brandon Cawley, Mike, and James Small. That's it. That's my 3 guys, man.
Well, at least you got more than usual.
Yeah, ain't that true? Sometimes I go into a race and I don't got any. 0. Zilch. Goose egg.
It's definitely
Double zeros. All right, I'm done.
You definitely don't see as many Toyotas as you used to, especially I feel like.
Oh, we got James coming in. That's interesting. He stayed out. Now he's coming in. But Lobi, I'm shocked the 13 didn't pit. He's the only vehicle that did not pit. Wonder what his strategy is.
Yeah, I don't like it for fuel mileage reasons, but I don't think this opens. It doesn't open you up into a one stop where these other guys have stopped. So technically, he still could 2-stop it with these guys, but he's going to pit on a different lap. And like we said, if you're by yourself,
You're done.
You might as well throw a brick in the water because you're going to be drowned in with no draft. It's just not going to happen.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm up here in the booth and not down in the truck because I'm confused.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah. You're
Why?
rude.
Why are you confused?
I don't know. I just.
Oh, you're confused because of his strategy. Okay, I thought you were reading something.
Oh no.
I see what you're saying now. I'm confused. We're all confused.
Wait, why is that? Guys.
Is everything all right, Robert?
No, we got Steven out there saying boot on Toyota, Chevy baby. Come on, guys. Come on. Give me some love in here. Come
Uh,
on, man. Really? How rude. Let me know when that Chevy's in victory. Chevy's not in victory lane. Oh man, I almost said that totally wrong, Zach. I meant to say Toyota in victory lane. Let me know how that works out. That's what I was trying to say.
well, we'll see if a Toyota can end up there. You got a decent probability, more of a probability than usual. So, but the Chevrolets are looking pretty strong out there. I mean, you got some Fords too, so we got all three sides here.
All right. Well, we're gonna go back. Green flag, and start finish line is not coming out of 4. It's actually in the middle, almost going into turn 1. Different layout here in NASCAR at Talladega, so we have to wait for them to go through the trioval before that green flag flies. Green's out. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
That's something interesting as we go back to green here. With the finish line moved down to where it is, think about all the different finishes we would have had in the history of Talladega if the finish line was at the middle of the tribal, like most normal racetracks.
Or coming out of 4 and I would have won. Anyways.
Think about that. I mean, many different things would have been changed. So many different finishes. As Steven Leffler drops back again. See, that was interesting. Steven Leffler did the same thing last time. But then he decided after a couple laps of riding, it was like, well, I want to go lead. And then that all changed for him. So I'm interested to see if he decides that here in a few laps again. He wants to go to the front. He's just having some fun. Or what? But what's up with Hunter Hayward? Oh, he had the toad. Did he? I don't know what happened to that Chevrolet.
It's showing that. I don't know. It's showing that he crashed twice on my data.
Yeah, he's on pit road right now, and
did the motor blow up? Maybe
it didn't. It was still running. He just stopped.
Oh,
interesting to see.
Huh. Okay.
See if he comes back out at some point. But now he's going to. Mark Whitley takes the lead going into 3 and 4 with Nicholas Lowey behind.
So top line's trying to gather up again here, and it looks like they're gonna be able to get it. Well, we got Adams there in that 24. Yeah, he needs to fall behind at 25. There you go. All right, now hook up.
See what they can do here on the top line. Josh Jones were pretty decent.
Smith at 25. Don't talk much about him. Oh man, now he's putting 3 wide. Got
Jason Adams.
Yeah, I don't know why you would duck out like that, sir. But there ain't nobody out there to help him.
Yeah, he's just gonna go backwards here unless he can get down, which actually
get back down again. There you go.
Back down, he gets back in actually. Oh, pulls back up high and covers it back up again. Okay, so finally decides to get down in that middle, but Jonathan Smith jumps down to the bottom there in 4th.
I wonder if the 24's just truck's not handling great in the draft. Maybe it's just a little too free for him.
Sometimes you can get some little bit of air tight behind people. And it's just harder to follow. But normally these trucks tend not to be pretty loose here. They seem to be pretty stable with the fixed setup.
I was gonna say, look who's going on the outside there. Somebody we don't talk much about.
Yeah, already having a great run. Lost a lot of momentum with the 3 and 4, and look, here's Jason Adams. Inside there's Josh Jones jumps back out trying to use that momentum to get up there side by side with these guys. Is Jonathan Smith now the third car in line on the bottom side by side with Josh Jones. And you know, lot less aggressiveness be shown, but there's more racing going on, more side by side action. It's you know, before we were seeing big pushes and wiggles, as Mark Whitley throws a pretty big block on Josh Jones.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He made it early enough to where it wasn't too bad, and Josh Jones is going to follow him straight to the bottom.
Well, as the leader of the race, you can basically dictate which line is going to move.
Yeah.
And I know you can definitely do it in the trucks, but you can really, really do it in the cup cars. You can go up, down, back and forth which line you want to move. You can get that top line moving, and you can duck back down and get the bottom line moving. So, you know, we see it in real life, you know, with Danny Hamilton, Joey Logano, you know, them guys, they're really, really good at it. They can dictate which line's going to move, which line to stall down, you know, and keep the lead. And that's just the package that NASCAR has right now on super speedway racing, as we got 3 wide. Whoa.
Yeah, Josh Jones was trying to use the it's actually a really good move that Josh Jones was trying, just that late exit off of 2, get to the quarter panel of the car in front of you, and use that momentum coming off of 2, and that truck doesn't have a pusher, and then usually you can get a pretty big run, but Cheswick jumped out there instead of giving Jones the push, and it definitely affected this. Now the 31 of Michael Palmer here up on the outside with Braden Perez there behind.
Oh, wait. Steve, it don't matter if you work for Chevy. It doesn't, you're paid to say that. Oh, crap. I call crap on that. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Mark Whitley jumping back up top again. And
again, yeah. I think
Jones is going to jump to the outside again. Now, Jones did not want that this time. He's put Mark Whitley in the middle. And now he's got Cheswick behind him. Oh, and Josh Jones just comes on the track, and Mark Whitley's there.
Wow, what a save.
Yeah, a lot of there. Well, you know, I said not a lot of aggression being shown, but take that back.
Right?
Especially for lap 22, you know, I understand you're trying to make this stuff happen, but no reason to get yourself wrecked. As the bumper cams are getting a workout here tonight, Robert.
Well, right now it looks like Mark Whitley's bumper cam's a little smashed.
As he jumps back to the outside again there with Josh Jones and Jason Adams. So you kind of push that 24 can get. It's going to be a pretty big one. 77 comes to the bottom. 24 stays high.
Would you like somebody to join you in the booth there, Zachario?
Who?
Hunter.
Yeah, if he wants to come up here.
Yeah, he said he got a hold of me earlier, a couple of weeks ago after his last week. I think it was his birthday. About joining in the booth.
Yeah, if he wants to come up here, you can go ahead. Let's see, yeah. Did he ask to come right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, oh, you got him. I was looking for him.
Disappeared.
All right.
And yeah. Hey, Hunter. What's up, man?
Oh, what's up, guys? How are y'all?
Doing pretty good, buddy. Well, just watching this intense racing right now going up here up front now with Josh Jones now taking the lead. And he got Buzz right there with him in the 51, so a lot of guys up here getting some TV time.
Definitely, it's great pack racing already. It's pretty intense right now. I know my race ended early, but these guys are not holding anything back as of right now.
Yeah, definitely not. That's what they just pointed out to Robert. You know, a lot of like, you know, they were running pretty clean there for a second. Then a lot of big blocks and aggression being shown. So it's lap 25 here, but we're seeing stuff happen pretty aggressively pretty soon. So we'll have to see how all these guys continue on. This pack's starting to break away right now, about 9 trucks deep, and then from there you got about 3 trucks, and then from there you got about from 14th on back to 21st. Pretty much everybody lined up. So definitely some different agendas going on right now on lap 25. How was the draft out there though? Is it feeling pretty strong? Because these trucks normally have a pretty big toe.
Yeah, that draft out there is real strong. If you pull away, you'll definitely get its toll on you. I mean, you pull away from a pack and they're gone, or you're gone for a little bit, and they pull up to you in a matter of seconds, and they have a much bigger run on you. So as long as you stay in that draft, you'll definitely keep with that pack. That outside line works pretty well too when you come on the backstretch. So you gotta watch that outside line also. As here comes Buzz on the outside.
Yeah, definitely the 51 there jumping to the outside with the help of Brain Caress. Yeah, the outside lines have definitely looked pretty strong. You know, I'm a big fan of the third lane around here at Talladega. I've already seen some guys use it to get to that lead and get some pretty big runs. So that's what we're seeing so far. As it's been great racing going on here at Talladega. Now, also, now this is a good actually question here for you. Did you actually know what your fuel mileage was here tonight?
No, but I think I know anyways because I've done a lot of Talladega racing. I think the fuel mileage is 31 to 33 laps.
Okay, yeah,
something
so
around that.
Yeah. So right in the window for a 2-stop race here. Yeah. These guys did stop on that caution, but that won't be able to make it on one. But we'll have to see. Here's Mark Whitley now jumps to the outside. So we got 3 by 3 by 3. Down the back straightaway, see if he can clear. Not yet. Josh Jones still holding on to that lead with the help of Nicholas and and Jonathan Smith there. Cedric Hunter starting to come in the picture there in the bottom also. The pink 11. Looks like everybody's just trying to learn things. You know, that's the biggest thing is in these long plate races like this. You can just sit here and learn for later because you're not going to get away from each other, like you said. So you got to literally go out there and try and experiment things that you can use later in this race to possibly pull off that late race move.
Yeah, definitely. And they're definitely going to get more aggressive as time comes on. I mean, that outside line, if you can get it for them just as much as a single file as that inside line, they'll blow past each other. I mean, Whitley's being real aggressive right now, and he's keeping up with them with making that outside line work. So I'll be interested to see what happens with this ending.
Yeah, he's definitely, you know, Whitley's definitely an aggressive one, so he's always going to try something up there. And the outside line, like I said, if he gets formed up, and Jonathan Smith, what a save. He had a push from Brain Caress in the exit, getting a little bump there, and the 25 almost goes around. What a save, though. Oh, man. Now Brain Caress going to have a pretty big run here from the push to the 77. That's what we're seeing so far. This outside line will fall away for a few moments, and then it comes right back because that bottom lane, you know, you tend to have people checking out the bottom lane. The outside lane seems like it just really rip the top there around them. You can get it all formed up correctly. Back stretches.
Yeah, definitely. As you see, Caress now getting the run in there, coming into 3. Be side by side.
Yeah, as Josh Jones has gotten to the lead, he's done a good job to hold the lead so far. He's been pretty good about holding the bottom. And the key to leading the bottom is being nice and smooth and not moving around too much. So the guys behind you, you know, right up against that bumper and not falling back and having to lift too much. So it looks like the outside's breaking up a little bit, but Mark Whitley's still giving a great push to Brain Caress. Still going to be side by side down into turn 1. As these guys continue on here on lap 30. As we look back here, back in the 13th position, David Lease leading his second pack with Steven Stimpy and Michael Yarrow, Stephen Leffler, and James Small. It looks like these guys have elected to fall back and play it safe. As looks like Josh Jones pulls out of the lead too up front.
I thought this was a small pitting strategy or a short pitting strategy for them. Maybe not. Guess they're just playing it safe.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they're just playing it safe at the moment. This pack up here is, you know, they are definitely racing pretty hard, but it's nothing too crazy. So we'll have to see. You know, I know from the Cup cars, you know, normally you would think single file is faster, but actually running double file and switching that front car out multiple times tends to be the faster way lately. Just due to the fact of overheating and, you know, the checkup. So straight in the line, usually the third car back is not even full throttle nearly just because of the runs they're getting. So it'll be interesting to see if these guys do need to pick up this time and run them back down. Can they do that? Because I've seen packs do it before where they work very well together to be able to run that lead pack down.
Oh, definitely, and the only perk about single file racing is that you can't push it as much as you can if you're double file with all the oil temperatures, and you can only push someone so hard for a couple of laps before you got to be worrying about your temps.
That's right. Oil temperatures spike very quickly, and it looks like the lead pack even is starting to do a little bit of a single file maneuver. But Josh Jones dropped back. Now he's soaring back to the outside here in that 76 with the 91's help. Because look at this run. Wow. This is almost like a little two-car tandem here. Now, also, you know, you were out there on the track. How fast is that oil heat up? It tends to heat up pretty quickly. His old Caress now
Wow.
will leave him out to dry and get down to the
Say,
bottom.
he just left him hang, didn't he?
Wasn't holding anything back there.
Yeah, he said, well,
thanks for the
up
help.
Here. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going to leave you
See you, wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, exactly. But how quickly was it heating up? Because, you know, the Cup cars lately, I got experience in those cars really lately, and they tend to heat up pretty quick.
For a while, I think about 2.5 laps before you really got to get some air to it. Yeah, I mean, you can really just be on someone's bumper the whole time around that track. You just got to keep your eye on that gauge. When it starts blinking red, you got to just lift. You can get some air. I mean, as long as you're not pushing it too hard where it's getting higher in temps, you'll be fine. But yeah, and then once everyone starts swirling around for air, that's when stuff gets dicey. So it'll be interesting towards the end.
Yeah, it definitely is, and you know that's definitely a management thing. Coming down to the end, you got to manage those temps to be able to have those 2 laps of straight pushing that you can do. I know that's a big factor coming in. You know, when you can sit there and wait, and then some people have that stuff hot and they can't push, and then you can push the truck ahead of you because yours isn't hot. Ooh, Cedric Hunter, there's EC11 with their lap in the 24. Jason Adams here, he had a little moment there thinking the 24 I think was going to come down and got on the apron and got a little loose. It's very easy to do too, is get into that apron, and that will definitely de-wedge that truck, sending it around a little bit. It looks like we're just pretty much single file at the moment up front. That second pack still single file as well, so looks like everybody's kind of right around right now. It'll be interesting to see when the pit stops start happening. This would have been the area where we would have been seeing pit green flag stops happen if that caution rule came out. But these guys could definitely go about another 12 laps, I'd say, here before we start seeing.
Yeah, what lap did that caution come out at?
I believe
13.
Yeah,
all right, lap 13. All right, so yeah, pit cycles just start around lap 44. Yeah, something like that. Did anybody stay out? I do not think so.
Yeah. No.
Okay, yeah, so pit cycles will start around lap 44, 46, just 6-ish.
Well, Lobe, he just pitted on lap 33. He just pitted. But me and Zach were talking about that earlier. Now he's out here all by himself. So I'm not sure what his strategy was. He did not pit in that first yellow.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Some people like to roll the dice and play here, but I mean, when you pit, you need a drafting partner at a restrictor plate track. So interesting choice for Lobe there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his game plan is. Guess we'll have to wait and see, right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back, but yeah, I think y'all are talking about pit stop stuff, and I don't know if y'all are talking about Nicholas Lobe, but
yeah,
he's the only guy to stay out. So,
well, he just pitted on lap 33, and we were just talking
he did.
about but he's out there all by himself now. Nobody to help him.
And that was the issue with him staying out. When he stayed out, I was like, that's a big issue because now nobody's gonna be able to pit with you unless you got some friends that are willing to stop early. But nobody decided him, so he's gonna definitely be in no man's land. And this pack here is gonna be catching him pretty soon. So if he can grab a one and do a pretty good job here to stay with them, he'll be all right. And
Yeah.
maybe to be able to catch that lucky dog. As actually Jason Adams is right there too.
Yeah, that lap car Adams, he's pushing Jones to get to that front.
Yeah, he definitely is trying to get the lap back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's a two-man pack in that outside line. That shows how strong that outside line is. I mean, Jones ain't giving up a fight either. Yeah, that outside line amazes me. If they can get just as fouled out as the inside line, that outside line would blow past them.
Yeah, the outside line is just it's something about it with the big runs you get down these straightaways. You got less wheel, it's going to scrub less speed, and you're going to see these big maneuvers. As I tell you what, that second pack back here of David Neese, their times have considerably dropped. These guys have gotten pretty well formed up. Leader Braden Perez, 52.57 last time by to, well, 52.98 there. The time before, it was a good bit quicker, and it used to be about 6 seconds that gap back to 12th. Now it's about 4.8. So if these guys can continue to maybe push back up there, once they get within about a 2-second range, that time will really start to come off because they get such a good toe off that front pack. And the front pack ain't done racing yet. These guys are all.
Yeah, they're not holding it back.
No, they're definitely not. And Lobie now is going to have to worry about getting in front of Jason Adams, and Jason Adams is going to have to worry about staying in front of him because that is the fight for the lucky dog if this caution does come out.
You see Stimpy, and I mean, he's just pushing David Neese.
Yeah,
start worrying about those temps sooner or later. I mean, he's right on his bumper.
And there we go, 52.45 for them, 53 flat. So yeah, another about 6/10 there. They took out that time. So like I said, once they get about 2 seconds back behind that 11th place car of Robert Cheswick, they will get a mega toe.
Yeah, that draft will just pull them in there.
Yeah, it definitely will. And we'll see some pretty big times put down by them guys once they get there. But maybe before pit stops start to pick up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting the strategies we will see when that pit cycle starts. Will we see the leaders pit with each other, or will we see them not? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's always the interesting thing is who pits with each other. You can sometimes wait if you got some friends to wait on that pit stop, and you can get a little bit cleaner entry with less trucks and get a little bit faster into that pit stop. And also another thing, we'll have to see if anybody elects to take 2 tires. But the thing is, with as many sets as they got, you might as well take 4, especially with the fueling taking over 10 to 11 seconds. So you might as well go ahead and put 4 tires on there. And see, it is always Jason Adams. The lap car is up front, but the 31 of Michael Palmer pushed him there. And I tell you what, that was close between him and Braden Caress up front. That could have been a big old wreck.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, tires and gas. At restrictor plate tracks, you could probably go all 90. I wouldn't advise it on the same set of tires, but restrictor plate tracks don't really mess with your tires as much. But fuel is definitely a big factor, and as you said, all that fuel, I might as well put some for Mr. Feelgoods on there. But yeah, they're definitely not like a short track where you want those tires on there ASAP. I mean, a restrictor plate track, you could probably go around 50 laps and still have 99% wear on it. So it'll be interesting if people take 2, 0, or maybe even 4.
Yeah, it's all over the place with that. And really the biggest thing you gain with the 4 tires is really just the exit off the pit road is just a little bit less hairy. It always seems like tires here on these restrictor plate tracks, when you get up to speed, they're just really weird coming off the exit pit road.
Yeah.
Very slick. As you can already see, this pack is caught now. The front pack, they last time by ran a 51.96. I'm not sure if that was the fastest lap of the race.
It's got to be one of the fastest.
Yeah, that was a super quick lap, and that was a 51.68 there. So, clicking off some pretty quick laps right now.
51.614 by Dave Bush. I think that's the fastest lap of the race right there. No, 51.512 by Josh Coley.
Yeah, wow.
That's insane for a truck.
Yeah, that's clicking them off. I mean, even the leaders up here are running almost 52s and 53s. So, yeah, up to a whole second quicker once they started getting that draft. And now all 20 trucks here nose to tail. It looks like Michael Palmer's took the lead in that 31. So from 22nd to second there, or up to first, to start at dead last, and he'll come by this time and most likely lead this lap to go from last to first so far through 42 laps. Should be nearing pit stops pretty soon. I imagine
that pit cycle's opening up.
Yeah, it's getting to that window where you want to definitely pit. You see these guys all lined up now. We got a giant pack. If something happens, the whole field's gone.
Yeah. Let's hope this wasn't like the Cup race at Daytona where they all check up to go in pit lane and they take each other out.
Yeah. Definitely not a good time for that. Is Brain Crest
we got 3 wide action.
Lobey. Yeah, Nicholas Lobey and Brain Crest around the 3rd lane. And that's going to put Nicholas Lobey now up in the lucky dog position where he wants to be.
Now, I don't see anybody dive off the pit road just yet, but I think it'll open up in a couple more laps.
Yeah, it's got to happen pretty soon. You know. Oh, no, Jason Adams gets it.
Oh, there goes Adams. No, he takes out Gomez.
Oh,
and Whitley gets taken out. Oh, no.
Big wreck here. Looks like the 7 of Josh Coley involved. Looks like the 6 of Robert Cheswick, Josh Jones, 1 of Todd Neese, David Neese. Man, a lot of trucks involved in that. And we'll have to go back on replay and check that one out. As it all started to pop off. Even Steven Stimping got a little bit of that. And you can see there it started with the 24 and the 77. I think the 24 just came down the track.
Yeah, you hooked the 77.
Yeah. And that's going to be good for Nicholas Lobey.
Yeah.
He was ahead of that. And
Collie got clipped. Oh, David Neese, or Todd Neese, and David Neese. Oh, man. Tough break for the points leaders.
Yeah. A lot of guys involved in that there that did not need that wreck. But, you know.
Well, in Talladega fashion, the big one does strike. It's not when. It's not when will it, or it's not will it strike. It's when will it strike.
Yeah, exactly. That was a tough break for a lot of these guys, but you know, it happened right before they were about to pit, so it's not too bad for the pit sequence deal like that. So guys will come down, get them 4 fresh tires and fuel, and then the other guys will get worked on their cars.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see green flag pit stops, all those different strategies being thrown in the air, but it's still going to be interesting because now if maybe they save it during these long caution laps, I think no, never mind. They can't make it on a full tank.
Yeah, definitely not going to be able to make it, but from here it should be 1 stop to the end pretty easily, and
yeah, definitely.
We'll see how that all shakes out. I mean, you know, that's the one where you could possibly play a strategy. If you could save a little bit of fuel, stretch it as far as you can, put less fuel in the truck, and then you never know, you can take 2 tires and get a little bit of a gap there. But we already seen a pack run down the first pack.
So. Oh, did you see Caress dive down?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I thought they already pitted. Duh. Oh, I was confused for a second.
Why is he doing that? Oh yeah, but here they all come down. They're going to get their service done. Oh, Michael Palmer. I think he went into the inside wall, and that's actually one thing. These pit boxes are super slick. So green flag stops here are very easy to make mistakes on entry on that box, especially with that higher pit road speed of 55 mile an hour. Yeah,
the grueling thing about cautions at Talladega is that they just take forever. Yeah. You got a slow pace speed, and it's 2.5 minutes. It's just going around a huge track.
It definitely is. It's one of the longest, that's for sure. Call it pace laps. It definitely feels like you're doing it forever. Luckily, we've got these quickie yellows.
Yeah.
Now, because they used to be even longer. They used to just feel like
I remember that the NIS a couple months ago in like a 6-lap caution.
Yep.
Grueling.
It was not fun. You know, you can contemplate your whole life pretty much right there. So we'll see how it all shakes out here. But I'll tell you what, now it's looking pretty spicy for the end of this race. We're gonna have about, what is that? It'll be in the 40s there. So it's gonna be like, these guys are definitely gonna be doing about 25 lap runs here. It'll be interesting to see if they stretch it, like I said, and take less fuel and 2 tires or no tires, because that could possibly be a winning strategy.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I haven't done much truck racing at Talladega, but I don't know if fresh sets has much big of a factor as people on older tires. I think since we're all on restrictor plates and we all have such a strong draft package, it probably doesn't make such a big difference since you can't pull away from anybody. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. Everyone has a full tank of fuel, so
Yes, they definitely do. Is bring Crest here, Payton. Now the interesting thing is, it looks like Steven Leffler didn't pit, and at 72.
he stayed out.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if he comes down this time. Maybe just I mean, I'm pretty sure he led a lap in this race. I don't know why he would have stayed out.
Yeah, it looks like he's diving down. Looks
yes,
like he wanted to lead a lap.
Yeah, maybe he didn't lead a lap earlier and I was wrong, but he'll dive down here and get his fueling done, and that's important. It looks like a lot of guys topping off here too, which is an interesting. I think these guys might do the stretch it strategy here. So
you're probably also going to see in these long caution laps, people clutching it in or shutting off their engine to get as much fuel as they can to stay in their car, so they can top out this green flag run as long as they can. But they don't want to stay out by themselves. So it'll be interesting to see these strategies. Whoa, Buzz!
Oh yeah,
what happened there?
Oh, and yeah, he's all around. I think looks like he might have turned himself off the nose of the 24 there.
24, yeah.
Good job by everybody missing that though and being heads up under pace laps. We're laughing at Robert telling his joke. Now we seem crazy. This is what I deal with all the time, Hunter. So, this guy's literally telling me jokes all the time that I think the world hears. And I just laugh and I say,
you start laughing, and everyone in the fans are like,
what is he laughing? Is he
delusional?
Yeah, is this guy crazy? He likes to do that,
Stay away from that Zach Hall guy.
Yeah, I know, right? he laughs at his own things in his mind. He just don't even know what he's laughing at, man. But I tell you what, that was pretty wild. Good save by him. It could have been a lot worse with these long caution laps like this too.
They're all tired of it. They got confused.
Yeah, the thing about these long caution laps too is you kind of lose focus sometimes. So that could have been a good time not to lose focus and just run into him, and everybody was pretty focused up there, and it hit nothing. And I believe now it's going to be 47 to go, so that's definitely interesting.
What is it? It's what? Okay, for the Mutant Ninja Turtles, can't speak.
Yes.
It's what? Leonardo?
Yep.
Raphael.
Yep.
Donatello.
I don't even know it, dude. I sound.
All right, chat. What's the names of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, what's the name of the Mutant Ninja Turtles, chat? I'm too young. I feel way too young now.
Yeah.
I used to know it too. I don't know it.
It was before my time too. Yes, Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo. And there's one more.
I don't remember it. My mind's going to Alvin and the Chipmunks. Michelangelo, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
See?
Good job.
Yeah, I think of the Chipmunks too.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say Simon from the Alvin and Chipmunks.
Alvin and Chipmunks. Oh my god. These guys out here are hunting for a nut.
Oh, as you see that 25, that outside line, it's going to be working here. As you can see that run they get on the outside line. There he goes. Jonathan Smith and Michael Palmer is going to get that run on the outside. Wow. Oh, and that big push from Buzz. It's going to be a fight on the inside. They're going to be side by side, but Jonathan Smith, I mean, look at Palmer. I mean, he's on his bumper, and Jonathan Smith barely has a bumper pushed in there as he drops down.
It definitely does. I'll tell you what, that was a big push from 4 trucks on the outside there. So, very nice stuff to see. And I think the outside line is going to continue to go as they got multiple trucks up there. You're going to see almost a conveyor belt effect here.
Yeah. You're also going to see some people towards the end here side drafting, door banging just to get positions here. I mean, Talladega is such a fun spot when you see these endings. I mean, the side draft is so strong here also. I mean, you're going to see some people scraping doors to get positions they can.
Yeah, really good move that's coming out too there and getting on that quarter panel and pulling back.
That outside line's coming. They're charging.
It's so strong. the run you get down the outside lane, and then once you get like multiple cars, on the bottom, it kind of just everybody has to start checking up, and then you start lifting, and then you start losing that energy. As outside lane lost a little bit of energy here, but you're going to see now as a few trucks get behind them up there, they actually break.
Perez pops up, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to leave the inside line to dry off, and that outside line is going to get a big run.
Very big run here coming from the outside lane, and looks like Perez is going to be able to definitely pull ahead of Jonathan Smith here. Now, I know Jonathan Smith and Mark Whitley are teammates, so we'll interested to see the 77 and 25 can get hooked up. So,
does Perez drop down? No, he's going to stick with Palmer on the outside lane. I think that's a good idea. As you see that third lane form up there.
Yeah, it is there. You got Cedric Hunter. I believe that's also Brandon Colley up there. Yeah, Brandon Colley, the 2, the 11, and Cedric Hunter. Big run off the top.
Oh, yeah, 3 wide. Let's go.
This is what we like to see here at Talladega.
This is Dega, baby.
That's right. It's Robbie Darnell in the middle there in the 44. And that green machine behind. Looks like Mark Whitley, yes, and Robert Cheswick there in the middle. It's a big old pack of trucks now.
Oh, someone got loose there. But as I noticed, watching the Cup races in real life, I noticed that Penske always loves getting up front, like they always do. But they always like that third groove. They single file out and they like that third groove right up on the wall. Is that groove quicker in real life than it is in that bottom groove, or are they just like single filing up there?
Yeah, in real life, it definitely tends to be quicker up there, especially when they get every car up there. The bottom lane can work against that groove if you get good cars down there, but if you go up there against that wall, also it's for more of the ill hand. When you get on the older tires, they want to get up there against that wall, get that little bit of cushion of air built in between them. As Brandon Colley and Cedric Hunter, they completely pushed by everybody while I was doing that. But that outside lane, it's super fast up there. And also, once everybody gangs up there, if you drop down below and nobody goes with you, you're just going to go straight to the back of that line. So it's kind of a defensive mechanism to say, all right, nobody can get to my outside here. You can just go to my inside, but guess what? We're all going to stay up here. Is now correct. Go to the outside, Cedric Hunter. It's a caution.
Oh, yeah, it's a caution that came out.
What
happened there? Is a little wreck?
Yeah, I think so. I believe that was Robert Cheswick involved in 6 there in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 24 and the 6 there getting into it as they go down to turn 1. About to go back on the freaky fast replay here.
Yeah, Chiswick came around.
Yeah, it was some contact from him and Jason Adams here as they go through the tribal over the start-finish line. You're going to see go down to turn 1 in the middle there of Cheswick with the 6. He's going to come down a little bit.
Yeah, he came down on the 24 and hit the wall. Oh, man, that's a tough break for Chiswick.
Yeah, hard hit. And actually, Nicholas Olby getting some net code there.
Yeah.
That could have been bad for Nicholas Olby.
That 7 is driving, holding on to that wheel for his life.
Yeah, he is. And, Robert Cheswick and Jason Adams were fighting for the lucky dog last time, but I don't believe either of them are going to get it. I think Todd Neese should get it because Adams is going to have the incident points from the hit.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about that real-life situation at the track, what were your thoughts on that Martinsville race, Zach?
I was pretty happy of, as being a lifetime Hendrick fan.
Oh yeah, same.
And really kind of Chase Elliott being, the top Hendrick guy now. Yeah, I was definitely very happy with that. And then, just the fact of just the racing we get. I mean, I usually go to every Martinsville race I've been to before, all the COVID stuff happened. I've really been to every Martinsville race before that about 9 times in a row. So that's my favorite track on the circuit. Go there every year. Unfortunately, didn't get to go this year, but it's always puts on a show, and I'm just a short track type of guy, first of all, so it plays into that stuff, and I just don't like aero dependency. That's the only thing it kind of ruins modern day NASCAR in my opinion. Is just the aero. We don't get as great a racing as we should. Hopefully the new car fixed that.
Gen 7 car.
Yeah, hopefully that car is the savior for us with that, and we can follow actually and have some great racing again, because the mile and a halves are dying off because of that now. So it's unfortunate to see that too. But I tell you what, Martinsville is a gym, and
Phoenix is a great spot for a championship too. It's a short track.
That too. Yeah, that too. So Phoenix does have a little bit of an issue with the aero dependency, with it being a little bit higher speed, but it's not like a mile and a half. We're
Yeah.
still going to see some beating and
You still
banging.
got lower downforce,
Yes,
higher
exactly.
horsepower.
That's another thing is not a big fan of the 550 package just due to the fact. I mean, it's not what it should be in my opinion.
Yeah.
I understand what they're going for and trying to make it better, closer racing, but um, at the end of the day, these NASCAR cars should be 900 horsepower.
Yeah.
Just blowing
No
the
downforce.
yeah, no downforce. Just take the whole
230 into a corner.
yeah. Let's
Oh man.
just let's just have no grip. That's pretty much
Yeah.
the goal for me. But
Loose is fast.
that's right, and Phoenix should be pretty interesting playoff, especially with the 4 guys going there. And really, all of them guys led laps earlier this season at Phoenix, and a bunch of them at that. So Denny Hamlin won the last year's Phoenix race. Joey Logano won the race earlier this season. Chase Elliott led the most laps, and Brad Keselowski led the second most laps. So that's 4 of the best drivers. I mean, if you could throw Kevin Harvick in there,
Yeah, that was a heartbreak for Harvick.
yeah, that's the unfortunate thing with the playoff system. But it's what we have, and everybody has the same format. So at the end of the day, you can't really change it. But I tell you what, it's definitely entertaining, and Martinsville was part of that. So I'm glad they need to keep Martinsville though the last race before the cutoff every year.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, as you
That just adds the factor.
yeah, as you mentioned, you said you're a big Hendrick fan. Yeah, same here. I'm a diehard Hendrick fan, and my entire life growing up, I've been a huge Jimmy fan. And man, since 2018, it's not been it. It's not been it for me. But yeah, I used to go to the Texas races like you went to Martinsville every single spring,
Awesome.
and I mean, he dominated Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, he owned Texas like Dover. So that was awesome to watch. I mean, from 2010 to 2017, he was just Texas was its bread and butter. So I mean, it's gonna be sad seeing him go to IndyCar, and this is gonna be his last race. But I mean, I'm still glad I get to watch him race, even if it's not in NASCAR. But yeah,
Definitely.
he's definitely the GOAT in my opinion. I know it's kind of biased, but yeah, he's just an amazing guy all around. And it's awful that you had to see him leave Oval, but it just shows how much he loves racing. Now he's just gonna go to IndyCar. So I'm glad I still get to see the 48 on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Phoenix race though, like you said, Logano amazing there. Elliott really good at short tracks. I mean, just all these talented guys. I think it's going to be a battle. I mean, short tracks are just the way to do it instead of Homestead, especially with this package. I don't think Homestead's where it's at as it's been.
Right.
But,
exactly. Yeah, because Homestead's a gym in itself, but it's just the 550 package, not the greatest. But
right, I could definitely see a Keselowski, Logano, Elliott like battle for the finish
right,
there.
yeah,
that would be awesome. I mean,
yeah, everybody out there in the chat
with the racing we've seen this year, yeah, I would not be complaining.
Oh yeah, it should be interesting. And actually, saying you're a Jimmy Johnson fan, here's the pace car lights are off. He did hint today that it's a possibility he could come back and do a few races if the next car looks pretty good. So never know. Might see him back in the NASCAR car again. So
I hope. I really do, man. That dude is just greatest person ever. Greatest
the biggest thing I highlight from what he said today too, if people have, I don't know if many people have read it, but he said something about high horsepower, and that's why he's going to IndyCar. So and that's what Jimmy needs. Jimmy's one of the most talented drivers of all time. Just he needs the off throttle braking.
Right. I mean he's like Carl Edwards. You can't go with that low downforce.
Nope. Exactly, and he's the man at that. But I tell you what, we're gonna see who's the man here tonight at Talladega.
Yeah.
And,
can I just give a quick shout out to Steve Stimpian? He said, "Hey Hunter, you're one of my favorite drivers." Yes, sir. Thank you for your words, Steve.
Steve Stimpian's he's the man. He's the man, the myth, the legend.
Indeed, he is.
Here's we get
Steve's one of my favorite persons now. How about that?
That's a good way to put it.
Green flag, green flag.
Here's the green flag is back in the air. Mark Whitley's going to take off with Jonathan Smith there in tow. Dave Bush also now up to third. So Dave Bush in the picture here. See if someone can get that first one of the season here. Like I said, you never know at this track. Anybody can win. Just because you struggle at other tracks and you're fighting for top 10s and top 5s, not there for the wins, this is the track to do it. Now you already seen Mark Whitley getting under attack from Dave Bush. The runs are going to only get more aggressive now in the blocks also, so we're about to be in for one now as it's under 40 to go. Wow, look at this camera here on the back bumper of Dave Bush. You can see the rubber built up all over the front end. Look at that 25 with Jonathan Smith.
Yeah, that outside line coming back again, man. I'm starting to become a fan of this outside line.
Yeah, you know, Robert can attest to being a fan of the outside line here at Plate Tracks. I'm always talking about that third line coming in, and it's good to see that because, you know, about a year or two ago, we really didn't have that. It was really kind of a single file. If you gave up the bottom, you were going backwards, and it's good to see iRacing's got the draft package back in the UCP where we can really go anywhere.
Yeah, do y'all remember that 2011, 2012 Cup race where it was 4 wide for the last couple of laps?
Yep.
Oh man, if only we could see that again. That was amazing. And then they all took each other out.
Yeah, that's you know, you're flirting with disaster. When you do that stuff, but that's what we want to see at the Plate Track. You know, it's the one place we want to see it at. And tell you what, we'll have to see what these guys can do because I guarantee you, coming down to the end here, we're going to see 3 wide, maybe even possibly 4 wide here coming to the end of this race. Dave Bush running the outside lane with Jonathan Smith. You got Buzz there on the bottom of the 51 with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there. As I'm glad I was able to think of the names. My brother would have been mad at me. It was, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were a little bit before my time too, Hunter. So
yeah, I know. I remember they made a cartoon for
yes.
like my generation for it, and I saw a little bit of it. I don't remember. I mean, you got to know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
You just, I mean, you hear of it, but I didn't really watch it. I mean, like you said, it's just outside of my time zone. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, every time I think of it, I just think of pizza. So.
Yeah, pizza in the sewer. That's all I think.
And skateboarding. I was like,
skateboard,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
And bandanas.
Yep.
Yeah, you have so many things you can think of.
But look at Buzz. Yeah, definitely is. These guys are racing up.
Buzz jumps up.
Yeah.
Here comes the big run with Dave. He's gonna push him. I think Buzz will get that lead next time around with that outside.
Oh, and there's the big.
Oh no, he hooked him. Oh no, and that's Whitley's race. Oh, they're wrecking.
Yeah, and that right there, big bump to the rear end from the 24 to the 25. That sent the shot to the 53, to him down into Mark Whitley, and from there, it happened. So we'll go back on the freaky fast replay here and check out all that. Oh, it's Todd Neese again involved in that. It's unfortunate for him.
Oof. Yeah, he took a lick there.
Oh, you can see there, look, 53 hard hit, 77 big hit. And then it's going from down here, it's going to start to even happen. Robbie Darnell's going to get into it. It's going to send him into the 2 of Brandon Colley. It's going to send the 2 of Brandon Colley into Cedric, 111.
The big one 2.0.
Yeah, and, you know, me and Robert, before this race started, we're talking about how many will we see, and it's definitely the second, I'd say, big one of the night with multiple trucks involved.
The big one loves to strike. I mean, the fans love to see it, but the drivers hate to do it.
Oh, yeah, definitely do. It's like Buzz is still going to be the leader here with this. So, you know, another thing is they say turtles are slow, but Buzz is looking pretty fast.
Yeah, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle might be in victory lane today.
That's true. That would be a heck of a win there for Buzz in the 51 machine.
He showed up today. I mean, he deserves this win if he gets it. I mean, great driver overall. He's a great dude. I mean, yeah, he definitely would deserve a win if he got it. But he's looking fast today. He's looking strong out there. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, and Nicholas Lolby also. Look at where he's got back to.
Yeah, they're both coming back. I mean, they're not giving up.
Yeah, now this is where it gets very interesting, though. With it being 60 laps here, that's about 34 to the end.
Now if they save their fuel, if they save their fuel during this run, I think they could. I think it'd be really close. seen some people run out of gas in that back straightaway. But I mean, if they shut their engine off and coast during this caution, I think they could just make it.
Yeah, and even could come top off on that second time by, and that'll definitely help the cause. Also, as I'm sure you'll see some guys do that. As also some guys getting some fixes on their race car there from that last wreck. I tell you what, it's gonna be wild as it comes down to the end. Fuel is gonna play a factor if we stay green, and we'll have to see who can do the best to manage it. And, that's definitely something interesting. I was watching the in car of Cedric Hunter there for a little while, and as he is streaming, and he was running literally about 50-75% throttle, so you can save a good bit of fuel here at the plate track.
Yeah, you can be saving fuel in staying with that pack. I mean, as long as you're staying single file and in that draft, I mean, it's so strong you can stay 50% throttle and stay with them. The only person that really needs to worry is that leader. I mean, he's wide open. He can't get off the throttle unless everyone checks up for him. So yeah, so you can still save fuel. If you want to save fuel and know you're not going to make it, you can definitely drop back and stay off that throttle and keep some fuel in there. But yeah. Uh, just hope you're not the leader and you're on a fuel gamble. So, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this all shakes out, and and at the same time, this is Talladega, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see another caution. So that could
Yeah.
throw all the fuel mileage stuff out the window, and then from there it's going to get wild because like I said, every caution you have here, the intensity level picks up. So
Yeah, definitely.
not to see about that. As tell you what, Buzz though, he's back now in the 12th position. What's kind of interesting there with a lot of guys. Looks like David Neese actually was the only truck not to pit, as he'll come down this time. Yes, he will. So yeah, he's gonna hit pro road, and a lot of other guys coming down the top off. And it is interesting. I think I'm for most races here, it's usually about 31 to 33 laps is what you can make it on a tank. So it's right in that window.
It's around 32 laps green. So they can keep it clean. I think some of the people that went down pit road right now, if they just save fuel during the rest of this caution, they definitely can. And 25 all the way back to the 51, 91. I think they can make it too, as long as they're just staying safe and saving it right now.
But we'll have to see how it all shakes out here. Is back under caution here in the budget sim boxes series here, the truck series. Actually, and while we're under caution here, unless the lights on the pace car, we check that out. They are, I believe they're still on. Actually, they should be. Nope, they're off. So we're going back green. But I say we'll give a shout to the sponsors as we can real quick as we're going down the back straight. I'll give a quick shout to SRU's sponsors here tonight in their truck series, as Budget Sim Boxes here is the main sponsor of the truck series. If you're a sim racer on a budget looking for a button box, then Budget Sim Boxes is your source with several different sizes and functionality options. Budget Sim Boxes will have the button box that fits your price range without breaking the bank. Budget Sim Boxes is your source of high-quality button boxes at an affordable price. Find them on Facebook by searching Budget Sim Boxes, or look for them in Facebook in the Facebook iRacing Flea Market. And remember, you can find them on Facebook.com/BudgetSimBoxes2020. So we're gonna go check them guys out, as that is the main sponsor here, and that is Steven Leffler who makes them. So shout out to Steven Leffler there in D72, making a great product for all these sim racers out here. And also want to give a shout to American Hero Hunt here, a great sponsor at SRU. American Hero Hunt is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that gets veteran and first responders into the outdoors. Free hunting, fishing, and camping adventures that are therapeutic, educational, and rewarding. All to give back to the heroes that have sacrificed so much for this great nation. Find hunt entries and more information about American Hero Hunt at Facebook.com, American Hero Hunt. So go check out these amazing sponsors we've had here tonight, SRU, and we're getting ready to go back green flag racing as the pace truck will pull off. This time, Jonathan Smith, the leader in the 25, will lead us back to green, as we got pretty much single file back from fourth because all these guys topping off. So looks a little different, but it's all the same. As
green,
get ready to head back green flag racing. There it is. Jonathan Smith will take off and lead us to the green flag.
As you see Michael Palmer on that outside line, and here comes Adams, Bush, and James Small. I think that they can make that outside line work if they stay on that high line. And I think they're going to get a good run off on this back straight and coming in 3 and 4. So it'll be interesting as, oh, Jonathan Smith's swirly. Yeah, as you see Dave Bush now pushing that 31. Then outside, oh, Robbie Darnell all over the bumper of Jonathan Smith. So yeah, you see Palmer drop down.
Yeah, Palmer there getting the lead there from the big push from Dave Bush. You also got Jason Adams there. I believe he is a lap down. Yes, he is in the mix there in at 24, so he's in the lucky dog spot. So I can see how that all shakes out here as they'll be passing the lap truck there to Mark Whitley, who will actually go his first lap down there. His truck is very hurt. And he'll just
junked.
Yeah, he's just making laps at this point.
Yeah, that shows what the big one does to it.
She'll break it, that's for sure.
She's not too nice. Not too kind. Yeah, as you see that inboard in Cedric Hunter here, he's taking it safe. Who's that dropping back? It looks like he's just staying safe. Tucked behind that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle truck.
Looks like Robbie Darnell there is the one dropping back in that 44. I think his senses are tingling. He's saying, you know what?
Yeah, I don't want to be in the third one.
Yeah, and he might have already used that fast repair, so you don't want to be out of this race here with only 30 to go. So yeah, still a long time to go here at Talladega. Right on board with Cedric Hunter here, running in the 8th position. He's got a pretty good sight on what's going on in front.
Let's check that out.
Making a move, coming down the back straight and gets up to the high line.
You see that run they get off. I mean, they're blowing past that inside line.
Yeah, the outside line we've seen all night. It's just been super, super strong.
Yeah.
They will just, take that person on the outside, lead them, drop them to the bottom, then the next guy forward, push ahead.
Yeah, look at that sun. Ooh.
Yeah, the sun's very bright there at 3 and 4.
They definitely need those visors on those helmets, those tints. Would not want to be looking into that while racing.
Definitely would not. As I'll tell you what, the outside line again with Braden Caress led by him and Nicholas Lobey making another great push. Look, Braden Caress is going to be clear here as he dropped down to the bottom. Looks like he stays with Lobey up top 13.
Yeah, I mean, it shows 4 or 5 more people in that inside line pack, maybe in 6. And it just shows how strong that outside line can be.
Oh, it's definitely been the line to win tonight for sure. And look at the inside line fighting back down the back straightaway with the nice push from Dave Bush there on the bottom.
Yeah.
James Small, yeah. Robert's enjoying the Toyotas up front.
Are you a big Toyota fan, Robert? Yeah. See, I'm more of a Ford guy myself. I mean, I drive the 21, so got to be a Ford guy. But I do like Chevrolet though. Toyota's last. Ugh, I don't like Toyota.
Robert just he just got a bad opinion of you, right?
Yeah.
Robert likes the candy paint schemes though. That's what Robert.
Oh yeah.
As looks like James Small, hang on to you. I tell you what, Dave Bush is giving a heck of a push from the bottom.
Yeah, he is.
And we're dropping back just a little bit, but it could also be to cool the truck down just a little bit to reformulate back on that outside. I'm sure the outside will come back at him, but Dave Bush pushing James Small.
Yeah, that only factor that outside line has is it's just so strong in the tri-oval and back straightaway, but that inside line on those turns, you're not going to beat it unless you have so many more people on that outside line. But I mean, it's 50-50, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. That's the beauty of it. If the inside line pulls ahead in the corners, and the outside line gets the big run down the back straightaway and the front straightaway. So it all evens out, and usually the outside it looks like tonight been the big winner. So, but the inside line here is fighting strong with these trucks right now that are leading it. sure Dave Bush would like to get him a win. I'm sure James Small would. I'm sure Michael Palmer, Braden Caress, Nicholas Holby, all these guys. I don't believe. Braden Caress, I believe, did get a win here in the Truck Series not too long ago.
I believe so. Yes, he did. Trying to think about. Oh, he drops back.
Yeah. Or maybe he's gonna try to get behind them here.
Yeah, looks like what he's doing, but yeah, I think Caress won. I don't know. My memory not too fond of
Yeah, I believe he did. I think he barely edged Hartwell out. So, I think we got another friend. Let's come up in the booth, and I'll pull him up there.
Stimpian?
Yeah, it's your favorite driver.
Yeah, Stimpian.
So we'll get to hear from Steve Stimpian and see what his thoughts are on this finish here. Hey, Steve, you got us, man?
Hello, boys.
How's it going?
What's up, Stim?
How's my favorite guys in here doing?
We're doing good, buddy, man. We're just watching this action here with 25 to go. Get ready to see how it's all going to shake out. I tell you what, we got a lot of fast trucks and a lot of guys up here have yet to win this season. So cool to see.
This could be a good finish. I tried spotting for Dave. I couldn't do that. I'm a driver, not a spotter.
Was it scaring you?
It's scaring me. It's just too boring, man.
Yeah.
That dude, I don't like it either.
I need to be in the car.
Yeah, so the
In the car or the booth. Can't be either.
Plus, you guys sound like you were having fun up here, so.
That's right. Always having fun up here in the Freaky Fast booth. Listening to Robert tell his jokes as we sound crazy when talking to him. It's all good.
Robert, freaky fast, freaky crazy, freaky nuts.
Yeah.
I'm mad, David.
I still need to make that Freaky Nuts t-shirt, damn it.
Now look at this. Braden Caress is shoving Loby. I mean, he's making it to the front, and he's just a lone car back. Look at this. He's pushing him.
You guys seen that top line running all night long in these trucks.
I mean, he's gonna if he has enough temps, he's gonna push him right to the front here. You're gonna see Todd Neese get in the way too. Now they get out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, you know, Braden Caress has been a really strong pusher all night in that 91, so he's trying his best to push 13. Not too much help from them right now, but they've gotten up to that second or third place truck, and they're trying to make the move.
You know, not to sound biased, but I did cut down a 7-second lead pushing.
Oh yeah,
earlier.
You have to go back and check out on the broadcast because I was heads up on that. I was like, we'll have to see if they can, make it back up. As right now, it looks like they're riding. And you guys, man, you guys were flying. Wish I got all lined up perfect.
I've never seen a dash blink so much in my life.
Definitely gotta manage the oil temps, but you did a great job, man. You did a great job.
And I'm sitting here with you guys. I think I'd rather go.
That's right. You know, or you could end up in another wreck, maybe.
No. I'm done with the wrecks today. Wait till Sunday.
It just seemed like they all just happened right in front of you, didn't they?
Oh, I've wreck magnet tonight.
And I wasn't with it. I'm surprised.
Shocking. We got a good race left here, though. We got a good field. What, 15 drivers left here?
Yeah.
I think
I'll tell you what, this 51 and 13, I mean, I got my money in them as contenders. I mean, they are just underdogs right now, but they showed up. They're eating everyone else's dinner.
Don't count on my fellow Smoke Inc. driver there, though, Davey.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't see him.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, the two up front on the bottom have done a great job. Like, Dave Bush has stayed glued to the back bumper of James Small throughout this run.
And I just can't do the single file line at the super speedways.
Oh, you should have heard him on the radio first. He was already mad by lap 3.
I will go. Exactly. Yeah, it's not racing.
Yeah, that Michigan with this current draft package and the Cup cars is just. Oh, someone jump up?
Nope. Yeah. Almost come down. 51.
Oh man, Buzz is gonna drop back big time. Hopefully he'll drop down in line.
All you viewers out there, you guys are in for a treat next weekend at Loudon.
I'm not a big fan of Loudon.
fun track.
It is. My hometown. Yeah, well, not hometown, but
New
home
Hampshire.
track.
Are you? I thought you're from Massachusetts.
Well, you know, half hour away, all right?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Exactly. This is look, Buzz is able to get back down there. Now that puts Nicholas Lobey outside.
Speaking of Massachusetts, Stim, how them Patriots doing?
Hey, we're here to talk NASCAR. Let's go. Single file line. Let's go. Follow the leader.
But we don't talk about the Patriots because they ruined my life. Okay.
They ain't gonna ruin your life this year, I'll tell you that.
Well, my life's already ruined. Being an Atlanta Falcons fan, your life's already.
Oh man.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Oh man, I'm a Green Bay fan. We're not doing too pretty this year. Yeah, but single file race and following the leader.
James Conner, baby.
So where did it go here, guys? It's single file, like you said, but I tell you what, it's going to get hot here. It's got to. Somebody's
I'm
got
hearing some chatter. Some of these guys ain't gonna make it on fuel right now.
Oh baby, we're gonna
baby.
see some good racing.
So everybody's saving. That's what we're seeing. It looks like.
Looks like
But
that
we
51
we
above.
know we are in for a treat at Talladega.
That's 60. That's 61 and 53. They're not holding back. They're definitely not saving fuel. But like you said,
Rob, you're gonna get me fired at my dealership coming up here and listening to this Go Toyota stuff. Oh, so this guy walks into a
Oh
bar.
no, you're good. Yeah.
You guys can only hear what we hear. Now, I got some inside info. So you're hearing that they're a little bit low on fuel, right, Stip?
Yes.
All right. So
Oh,
Oh,
lap.
man.
A lap.
all right, well, Cedric Hunter, I'm looking at his stream right now. He's got about 20.5 estimated. So he's
Oh
close.
man, with like the motto goes, with all the racing, there isn't drama.
That's right. I told him, I said, save the fuel, man.
Where's
He's
this
doing
inside source and stream? I'm
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's, let me see. I'll tell you what, he's lifting a lot. Now I know why they're single file.
Yeah. You see Lobey jump up high to get that draft from Todd Neese, and he goes back down. No, he's gonna stay in that high line, see if anyone can hop up with him. But I think right now it's just gonna be single file till things get dicey and people know they have enough fuel to get to the end.
important. Nicholas Lobey up on the high line, just trapped.
Yeah, and you can see how much fuel everybody's saving. Just he's kind of staying where he's at. That shows you everybody else is lifting in the draft right now, trying to save as much fuel. As he's going to be burning the most for sure. So not good for him.
Hearing some inside story here. 18 on the nose right now.
Ooh. 17th to go. Start 17th to go.
This is where you want to be following, not
Yes.
leading.
James Small, I'm sorry.
You probably won't be finishing the race, James.
Yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't be lifting or I'm dropping back. You know.
Although, like I said, these guys are going to start getting dicey, and then we're going to see a big one. It's just the nature of the business.
Talladega, baby.
It's Dega.
You can already see Josh Coley, he's starting to get about. Yeah, our producer saying
Yeah.
freaky fast. You got the freaky fast curse about the strike here.
The
about-
freaky caution.
Yeah, 15 laps. I'm calling a caution right now. 15 laps.
We got three guys making a run here.
Oh, you just cursed it, Zach. You just cursed it.
It's every week. We're cursed when we start the broadcast.
Oh boy, can't wait to see a good caution.
As looks like he said, you know what? I'm going ahead for it. So
As you see Jason shoving Lobey to that outside line.
One question I do have for these guys in the back, guys like Jones, Leffler, and Yarrow, how much longer do you want to wait back there? Because
yeah,
Yeah, these laps do go by faster than they think, so.
I mean, if I'm in that truck, I'm going. I want to get
Yeah.
up there.
I guess they're praying for a caution and maybe trying to keep their car in one piece and try to win this race if they get a caution, or are they saving it? Because maybe, I mean, we are on the brink of a fuel window, so who knows?
I think they've saved enough. What do you think, Zach?
I'm still watching the Cedric Sin car.
3 wide.
You know, and he's still saving the punch. He's lifting mega hard. But I think these other guys, they've decided, you know what? We're probably going to get a caution, so let's just go.
My crew chief just told me my half-hour repair is done.
Oh, he did. Good job on your crew.
Well, get out there,
To
Stip.
bring that.
You can win this
back
race,
to
Stip.
Loudon, all right?
I think you can go back and win this, man. I really do.
Yeah, you got this, Stip. I believe in you.
I can pull it off.
With 15 to go, I think you can make up 27 laps. No
You know,
problem.
I could pull a couple.
Oh, and you see him down in the apron?
Yeah.
Almost hooked Coley there, but he's good. And now you're going to see Lobie get a huge run on that outside there. With Jason just shoving him.
Yeah, Jason Adams, they were still trying to get that lap back, too, in that 16th position. He definitely needs a caution for that 24.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely
still
not gonna
hanging
win.
out back there.
So 14 to go. I'm looking at Cedric Hunter's estimated 15.8. He's looking pretty good. I think he's still trying to make sure. I mean, if you get a green white checkered, you know, that's.
Oh, Lobie goes around. Oh, no one else got touched there, but he went around.
Freaky fast cars. There goes the fuel strategy, and we're back to.
Yep. Got plenty of fuel now. I'm pretty good at that. I'm telling you, I can. If you want a caution, call me. I got you. I can call him like I see him, and we'll have to go back here on the Freaky Fast replay and check out what happened there in Nicholas Lobie, 13. Let's see, going down the back stretch.
Like he got hooked by Adams there, came down and tried to save it, and he just.
Right on the front bumper, Adams here. Let's see, big old hit right to the
Big shot to that corner.
Yeah. That's gonna.
Yeah, it came up and then he hooked him a little more and he tried to save it.
Is that the third caution by the 24 tonight?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
You.
Ugh. Rough night. Rough night.
Definitely a rough night here at the Talladega Super Speedway, and you know what? Also, he's not gonna get his lap back because of that incident. Points.
Yeah, that's true. And now we'll have around 11 to 10 laps to go during this restart. So we'll see a nice shootout here. Hopefully no cautions, Zach. But yeah, no, I think it'll be a good finish, even though we won't have
I'm
any
going
more
to take
strategies.
the over-under. I'm going to put it at 2. Okay?
2 cautions?
Yep.
I got under.
Yeah.
I'm taking the over.
Over. You got 3 cautions?
I'm getting 3.
If there's 3, they're doing something.
Oh, man. That won't be fun to
Oh,
watch.
it's Talladega.
That's true, and everybody's gonna have good on fuel now, and
And nobody's got to worry about anything.
yep, they're going for it.
And technically, nobody's racing for a win. I mean, everybody's racing for a win, but I'm saying there's no playoffs.
I'm
in
racing
the
for a win
trucks
next week. I'm racing for
series,
a win
so
next week.
It's just points in this one.
Yeah, and Zach, you'll have some fun this Sunday night for this race. You're going to see a lot of aggressive people trying to get to that front and getting themselves into the playoffs, as I myself am going to do that.
This is where I'm sitting pretty, and I can just do wherever I want.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Whoa, whoops, I accidentally threw Hayward in the wall.
Whoa!
Nah, I'm playing. That's definitely a name I'm not going to say.
Let's get back to the broadcast here, all right?
Don't want to dig your grave yet, you know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to finish races.
Adams already dug his own grave. So I'm going to take out people to get myself the win.
Yeah, you never know if everybody wrecks, you make it through it. It's a good strategy.
Who's the money on? It's the Vegas odds right now. Who's winning?
Oh, I got my money on Buzz.
All right, I'm gonna say Dave Bush.
Oh, my guy.
Shh.
I'm gonna say Yarrow's gonna make a surprising come from behind win like the other.
Where
Bristol?
Wait, where is Yarrow? What position is he in?
14th.
Oh, you just see him make that third lane work and come from 14th to 13th.
He's just been riding.
You know what? Actually, no, with Dave Bush, I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm gonna stick with my guns here with Dave Bush.
Yeah, I still think. I mean, you look at Dave Bush, how strong he's been today. I think that 25 is going to be a contender too.
Yeah. Don't
And,
watch out for Brandon Colley. He's been quiet all day.
and that's 61 a small. He's been up front all day, and he's definitely shown how strong he is.
I really anybody in the lead lap has a chance, and is Jason Adams actually going to get on the lead lap? I wonder. It seems like he is right now, but I don't know. He might have took the wave, but not everybody pitted. So how could he took the wave? Maybe he got the lucky dog because the incident didn't. I have no clue actually. So maybe he didn't get an incident.
You're just as confused as my race car right now.
Well, Robert says you need to change it to a Toyota, and then it won't be confusing.
Oh, you see, Michael Yarrow hopped on pit road. That's an interesting strategy.
I guess I'm gonna top off. Maybe make sure for 3 green white checkers here at Stimps predicted. Heard his teammates call there.
Stay behind. I mean, you know, what do you gotta lose? 10 laps left. Stop from in the back. Worst case scenario, everybody wrecks. You're in the front.
Yeah.
Facts.
As you noticed those time gaps, the leader during that caution lap ran a 2:27. Excuse me. And the leaders. I can't even imagine. Everyone hates cautions here. I mean, I know cautions breed cautions, but Talladega is just the worst track to have a caution on. I mean, 2 minutes 27 seconds for 3-4 laps constantly would just be annoying.
Read a book out there. That's usually what I bring when I go to Talladega. Just put me a nice book.
Might as well have an endurance race out there.
Give me a nice book. Maybe a nice cold beverage.
Yep. Just
A little snack.
relax.
Watch a movie. Oh,
Look
funnel
at the
cake.
Toyotas falling back.
I can't with funnel cake anymore, man.
Funnel cake. The funnel cake guys.
All right, so we're coming here. We got. Let's see, Josh Colley, Small, Bush, Palmer, Smith, Buzz.
Change it
Some
around.
guys that are never up in the front.
I got my money on small, but yes, small. But keep in mind with that 51 car, he Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle power right here.
That's right. He's going to skateboard right past him. I don't know.
Skateboard right past him. That was good.
He's going to ollie over real quick when they
This
rest.
is what Talladega does to us.
That's right. Hey, Talladega, look, I'm going to be real. Talladega broadcasters are the hardest ones to do because
Oh, these are the best ones to do.
they are, but they also are hard because everybody's together is like, well, yep, we're riding. You got a strategy going on other tracks, lap times, you can look at.
Yeah. Road courses are the fun to watch, in my opinion.
Oh, they're my favorite. But
Green flag.
green flag back out,
Question
guys.
is, does Cedric and
Oh,
Colley
you see
find
Colley
each
jump
other?
above the 51. He's going. He's not holding anything back. As now you see the 53 drop back. Now that 61 machine is going to have that car right behind him. Can he get a run in that backstretch? There goes Colley on that outside.
We see Jones and Leffler up top.
Yeah, they're not holding anything back. They're making that third lane work.
Wow, this is gonna be interesting.
Does that 51 jump up with him? No, he does not. Oh, you see.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get around Mark Whitley. Ooh, that was close. He almost.
Yeah, and you're making that third line work. Here comes Colley. I don't know if he gets a better run in that middle lane than that outside line, but I guess we'll find out. Here he comes.
It's got Josh Jones and Leffler, so that's 2 good pushers.
I think you're gonna see this outside line prevail if they can stick.
Yes, I do too. Outside line, very, very strong.
Even the third line. Made the third line work earlier this race. It was a good run.
That inside line's giving up a fight. They're not giving up a fight. They got that about 4 more people there, and they're pushing.
Yeah, you got Jonathan Smith there pushing Dave Bush and Josh Cole. You got Cedric Hunter also on the bottom there. David East in the Mountain Dew truck. So James Small though fighting hard on the outside with Michael Palmer. Every time I look at Michael Palmer, I think of Steven. Got the Bass Pro Shops on there.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in my Bass Pro Shop tonight. It's all right.
You still got it Sunday. Don't worry.
Oh, look at
He's probably go over that third line again. Josh Jones is going to go with him, but that 51 is still not letting him go by as easily.
You see big moves happening now as we go by here. 8 to go here at Talladega.
Here comes that 61 on the outside. Really putting up that fight coming into 2. I think he can get a run if Josh Jones and Leffler come up into him and give him a push. That 7 is still looking strong on that inside line.
Cedric Hunter,
Cedric drops down.
He's backing out of it. He says, "You know what?
Let's take it easy for a minute. I'm out of fast repay."
Oh, here comes James Small on that outside. I think he's gonna get it coming in the tri-oval.
They have a good pack on the high line. They're getting together.
Yeah, they're getting strong. He's gonna get a huge run coming in the tri-oval. I think he can overtake him coming into 1.
See here, the outside line's forming pretty strong. Here, look at Josh Jones starting to look to the outside now too. Also,
He's peeking.
he thought about it there for a moment. Decided to go back.
He's gonna have that advantage. Oh no, here comes Coley back on the inside.
Yeah, Josh Coley doing a great job on the bottom of that 7, especially with the help of Dave Bush. Dave Bush, we've seen on that inside line.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I thought they were off.
Ooh, they're tight.
I was going to see something.
every truck is just stacked up on top of each other. It's this is where you see the incidents start happening.
Look at Cedric way back there. Look at that run he got. Oh my goodness. 3 spots in 2 seconds.
Literally, that was crazy.
That draft is so strong here.
Yeah, you're gonna see him and Collie get hooked up too, and that's gonna be 2 you're gonna want to watch personally. The 2 and the 11 out there on the outside, see if they can make the 3rd lane work. Who's that? Caress, I think, jumping up now too at the top. Be 6 to go.
6 to go. My question is, does Dave, if he can clear the 61, does he go up on the high line? And
Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
I was about to say
There
he's
he
clear
goes.
now.
There he goes. He's going to get that run. And Josh
Oh,
Coley
he is
does
gonna
not
get
have a
that
push.
run.
He's got that run. They got that 3rd lane going in there. Can he get it in 3? I think he can.
Wow, James Small's going to clear 2. Can they get both?
As he
down?
gets it, but now he drops down below Dave Bush. Dave Bush stays high.
What a move from James Small. Puts him
They
back.
come to the trial. 7's got the help of James Small, but now Dave Bush. Oh, Palmer's moving around. Oh, there goes Cedric Hunter on the bottom.
It's all popping off right now, guys. It's
Keep in mind, Josh Jones way up in that 3rd line. As now you see distance for Josh Jones and James Small and Josh Coley. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that. You're going to see people get big runs now when you get distance between each other at restricted plate tracks.
yeah, here to watch Dave Bush's run.
Is Dave Bush going to come high? No, he will not. Michael Paul. Oh, yes, he does.
Whoa, what a move. I'm seeing some slicing and dicing. So much for my 3 cautions.
Yeah.
Cedric Hunter up the top of the 3rd lane now. What?
Oh, they're not holding anything back.
Teammates not working together right now. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
As you see James Small, is he going to do a little bit of blocking here? He's got that inside line. Is he going to Dale Jr. it? Is he going to go up high and block that outside line? As you see that 7 peeking.
Oh, this is gonna get dicey now as they're coming.
Here comes Dave Bush on that outside.
Oh, here comes Collie and Cedric Hunter.
Yeah, Collie in that 3rd line.
Oh, boy.
3 wide racing,
I
side
thought
by
Dave was going
side.
to try and get up there. I thought Dave was going to try and get up there and cut it.
Oh, you see the 31 right on the corner of 53. I think that middle lane's going to fall off a little bit.
Up
Nope, there comes the 7. Oh, boy, we got a race.
Big run from the top. Look at this one. 11 into 2.
Oh, maybe he's going to come
He hung
down.
him to dry.
Oh,
He hung his teammate to dry. Oh, my God.
oh, and it's still 3 wide as you see 24 come up and help. Jones gets loose.
Oh God,
Oh,
Jones.
baby, this is racing.
Wow. Oh, and the wreck.
3 wide, and there goes the 25. Oh, they're wrecking. There goes the 51.
Woo!
Did he
Oh.
save it? I think he saved it.
We got 1 caution.
No, he saved it.
Oh, we got no caution.
He
Nope.
saved it. The 53 to the lead. The 7's got no help. The 53 will take that lead going into 1.
Wow, 3 to
Drops
go.
down with the 31 of Palmer.
Not clear. Coley fights back to the bottom. He's got Collie behind him. Collie jumps up now. To the
You
middle
see
lane.
Collie, he's going to make that outside work, but Palmer's going to throw that block on him. Can Dave Bush hold him off going into 3?
What is gonna happen? This is getting crazy, boys. I like it.
3 laps to go. No one's holding it back. It's like they're going for a championship. You see Palmer trying to side draft and stick it with Dave Bush. Can he hold him off? Dave Bush is going to get the advantage coming out of 4.
Yeah, Palmer gonna get left out of the dry here.
You see Cauley in that 3rd line again.
Yeah.
Cauley is in love with that 3rd line.
The bottom line is gonna be the way to. The bottom line is gonna be the one to win right here. I don't think that top line's gonna do it too much.
You're going to watch
too much
James
slicing
Small.
and
You see
dicing.
Jones. Jones is going to come up with him. Can James Small try to go up in that outside line and get a runoff? And try to get a win? I think he will. I think he'll slide up with Jones coming on his back straightaway. That's true. We're coming. It's the white flag lap. There he goes. James Small now side by side with David Bush.
Oh, they got the run. They got the
Big
run.
one. Two.
Big one. 4 cars. Here comes Cedric Hunter. Oh, now they're making it 3 lanes. Side by side. Side by side. David Bush got the advantage. Now it's James Small.
Oh, this is great. I don't think Cauley and Cedric can do on that third line.
James Small not going to get the runoff
They
until
need
we'll call it.
3.
Can Dave Bush hold him off?
Three will make it happen. If I'm Dave Bush, I'm looking in my mirror. I'm loving this with 1 to go right now.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
I am making my truck
He's
wide.
just got to watch that
Let's go.
7 on his tail.
Wow.
Here we go. Three wide racing coming in the final lap. Dave Bush got the advantage going into 1. James Small is still there. Josh Cole.
2 by 2 by 2.
Still there.
Oh, this is gonna get way interesting now.
Oh, this might
Oh,
be
baby!
a close-
They touched him. Oh,
Do it.
we still got him. We're still on. We're still on. Don't worry. But that means the
Big
victory is now done.
oh,
Here comes Cauley. Cauley on the outside. We got Cedric too. Cedric came all the way from the back. Yet again, where did he come from?
It's gonna be pretty close
Oh,
here now.
James Small done. Now it's gonna be dual drafting between here. No, don't let Dave Bush
wow.
out.
I
Here
think
comes
Dave
Cedric
might be able to do it.
Dave
You
can
think?
do this.
We got the
He's
stop
gonna
finish
go
line
outside.
on the other side of the tri-oval.
We got
He's
Cedric
gonna have
Hunter.
it.
It's Cauley. Here comes Dave Bush to the outside. He throws the block. Oh!
Oh,
Here goes Dave! And he got it!
It's Dave!
Bush! Oh my
Oh,
God!
what a finish! Woo!
Oh my
I
God!
never.
5,000ths of a second he got him. Oh my God! What a finish!
That was
That was amazing. Oh my God, that was. You know, all those cautions were worth it.
Oh my God! What a finish!
that was amazing. Congrats to Dave Bush for winning
Oh
here.
man.
Truck Series here at Sim Racing Unleashed.
Just want to let you guys know I was spotting and commentating at the same time. There's an exciting car owner here.
Hey, I called it. I called the
You
winner.
did call it.
Yes.
I'm so excited for Dave. That's 2nd win this season for the Truck Series.
Woo, baby! What a finish!
And you know what is his storyline for Sunday? If he wins, he's in.
And I'm out. Boo! Vote for me. Root for me.
I need to look at that replay again. That was something.
Oh
That
my
was,
gosh, that looked like Jimmy Johnson, Boyer, and who was it also
Dale
during
Jr.,
that?
Jeff
Dale-
Gordon, and
Yeah.
Boyer, Jimmy,
And
Junior, Gordon, Mark Martin. Oh man,
people. Yeah, that was crazy.
that was. You can't ask for that's Talladega fashion right there.
It definitely is. And I tell you what, guys, we're going to head to a break real quick to get these gentlemen up here for our top 3 podium finishers and see what they have to say. Is man,
I can't wait to see what these guys are going to say about this.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. We got our top 3 finishers here tonight from the Sim Racing Unleashed Truck Series, and you can see it on the screen. That's how close it was. It was neck to neck to neck, and I tell you what, we got some happy drivers, I'm sure, and we're going to get a talking here with Dave Bush and see what Steven's got to say to his driver here in the 53.
Mr. Bush, you got a copy up here in the booth?
I think he's running around his house right now.
Celebrating.
I am very much celebrating, yes.
David's your car owner, Smoke Inc. here, up at the booth with Freaky Fast. How was your race tonight?
It was a roller coaster, I tell you, but right there at the end, boy, that was nail biting. That was a lot of fun, man. Those guys up there were just, I tell you, it's really tough to grab any type of a podium finisher this league. These guys are extremely great drivers, and but yeah, I'm excited. This is, I'm out of words.
I do have to say I'm very happy for you. Obviously, I am biased, but explain that move going into turn 4 when you saw that wreck behind you. What was going through your head?
Well, I was trying to get a good run. I figured with that wreck behind me, I figured I was just going to stay on the inside line. Figured everything, but then I seen Coley and Hunter coming, and I tried to get up there in front of them, but it was too late. And then I got the draft off of them, and coming out of 4, my spotter, Mr. Stimpian, thank you, sir, told me I was going to get a hell of a run, take it to the outside, and sure enough, I did, and there it was. Look at that, man.
Hey, you're not supposed to tell these guys that. I was supposed to be in here commentating. Well, I am very happy for you. I know you took last week off, and nice little comeback. A sign of things to come this Sunday, because if you win, you are in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is going to boost the confidence up for that race, that's for sure.
Well, Dave, I am very happy for you. I'm glad you were able to take that Smoke Inc. Ford home to victory lane tonight here in Talladega. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, of course, I got to give a shout out to my teammates at Smoke Inc., Mr. Yarrow, Anderson, and Stimpian. I'd like to thank all the guys up here at the booth. You guys do a great job week in and week out, so we really do appreciate it. And I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Gail, man, because she's the girl that puts up with my crap when I want to race.
Happy for you, and yes, these guys do a tremendous job for us, and you enjoy. We'll be celebrating here in a few.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one, man. Woo! Happy as camper.
Good job, Dave.
Hey,
Yeah, good win, Dave. That was fun watching it.
All right, that was your winner, Dave Bush in the 53. Congrats to him on a great finish. We'll move on to our second place finisher here, Cedric Hunter. And let's see what he has to say to Hunter here. Well, Hunter to Hunter.
Tag team, Hunter.
Hey, Cedric, Hunter on the booth here. You got a coffee?
Yes, I do.
Well, Hunter to Hunter, that was an amazing finish, man. Just wow. Tell me what was going through your mind there at the end.
When coming off of 2, I guess, I saw pretty much, or I just saw like a bunch of wiggling and stuff. I couldn't really see that well, I guess, in the truck, especially like below us. I guess it kind of happened the section of the truck, like in the blind spot. So just saw a lot of wiggling. Didn't see a lot of wrecking, but I saw a lot, like just everyone started checking up, and so at that point I thought for sure like Brandon and I were just gonna run away with it. And then from that point on, it was all right. Like how can I win this race from this position? And I think I backed off of Brandon's bumper a little bit in 3, which was definitely a mistake, because I did not see Dave coming. So that was a really good win for him. I know he didn't really have help there. I know the 31 was behind him, but didn't really push him. So for him to get that big of a run and then to be able to win it was crazy, and that was a really good race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the broadcasters up here had an amazing time watching that finish. I mean, we were coming down that backstretch. James Small got loose, I think, and came down on somebody. But I mean, I was yelling, "Where did he come from?" I did not know you were going to be in that contention there at all whatsoever. So coming to that line, yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, tell me what you did to make your way to the front there. You were way in the back in that restart. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I was kind of scared that we were gonna have, you know, another caution maybe to the finish. So I pitted to grab extra fuel. Like we for sure would have made it without a little bit of extra fuel, but just in case. So I kind of set myself back there, and then had a really good restart, and then boxed myself in, I think, on the 3rd lane or 4th lane on the bottom for a few laps, and that was definitely not where I wanted to be. You know, I didn't want to put myself in a box and ruin my opportunity to win. So I know with about 6 laps to go, I ducked down the backstretch, and that was super risky because I almost actually lost the draft of the whole pack. So yeah, I managed to find my way back, and I knew if I could just get with Brandon again, we could probably make that 3rd lane work. It worked so well on the one time when we did do it in the middle of the race, and that's kind of what we did, is just, you know, get hooked up on the 3rd lane and just tried to duplicate the same successful move that we had earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, great race by you and everyone else in the top 3. Anyone else you want to get a shout out before you pack it up and get ready for Sunday?
Absolutely. I want to shout you guys out. I see that Robert and Zach had extra help in the booth, so I can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast. I think it's gonna be really cool to listen and to watch. I want to shout out all the drivers and admins in this league for letting me come in on every Wednesday and Sunday to race. I want to give a shout out to Brandon for helping me out, working with me the whole race, and I want to say, you know, nice job and congratulations to Dave for winning it.
All right, well, from Hunter to Hunter, that was great watching you race. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, Hunter.
With you, always.
Good stuff, buddy, and we'll talk to you later, man.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Great interview there from Hunter to Hunter. I like that one. That's a good one. I always have fun when you guys are battling too. I'm like, oh, it's Hunter versus Hunter.
The Hunter and Hunter show.
Yeah, and then Steven and Steven are battling. I just, you know, even Stevens, all type of stuff. But
the Dave and Davids.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's always a great battle, but we'll hear it now. I'll get an interview in here and talk to Brandon and see what his thoughts are on 3rd, as he just came up short leading that last lap, almost coming out 4th. So, see what you guys say. Hey, Brandon, Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy.
How's it going, bud?
Well, buddy, I tell you what, that was a wild, wild finish. Coming out of 4, I'm sure you were thinking, this is looking pretty good. No, and then Cedric had to screw it up for you there, so what do you think about that?
Coming out of 4, my whole thought was, crap, well, how do I beat Cedric now?
Definitely.
And then I hear him say, oh, man, they've got to run. I'm going to try to block it, and I'm like, oh, this is going to get wild.
Yeah, well, it came up very, very close there at the end. You guys did an excellent job of making that 3rd line work. As Cedric said, y'all tried that earlier in the race. And, you know, personally, you know, with Cedric being a teammate of mine, I know that that's kind of his thought process already, just from what we've worked here at, you know, the Plate Tracks. Y'all really made that work flawlessly. And then when that wreck started happening, y'all had the biggest run of all the guys around with, you know, Dave losing most of his push. You know, coming to there, did you really think? I mean, Dave was so far back that, like, he had the run, but were you even worried about him? Like you said, you were worried about Cedric more, or did you kind of forget about Dave?
Well, I mean, I almost had something similar happen their first season in the trucks. The very first race I did with these guys, same situation, except then it was Josh Jones pushing me around the outside and wrecking the same place, and just made it through and came home with the win, but a little bit different result tonight. I really wasn't looking backward. Just trying to, you know, stay smooth, make sure I didn't turn myself off Cedric's nose, and I hear him calling me through it, saying, don't, you know, they're wrecking, he's got no help on the bottom, it's just us, it's a drag race. And then I'm thinking, oh crap, okay, how do I beat Cedric here? And then he starts telling me Dave's catching us, and I'm like,
Hey, well, you know how it is. Can't win them all, but I tell you what, that was fun to watch. I'm sure the call, it was amazing. These guys did an amazing job up here in the booth. I was laughing, dying laughing, coming to the end. What a finish.
I'll tell you, Zach, you know, it's not fun to lose that one, you know, that close, but considering that halfway through this race, my internet dropped out and I had to rejoin.
You did?
Yeah. When we went around the outside the first time when we tested it, I was a lap down. Cedric was pushing me back to the lead lap.
I didn't even notice that.
I pulled him up to the lead, and he pushed me to the lead lap, and shortly after the caution came out.
Wow, so what a moment that was, and y'all used that early in the race. As Cedric said, y'all tried it. He didn't say you were a lap down, but that's a comeback and a half right there to almost win this race and disconnect at Talladega, especially.
Yeah,
It's low back in this big track.
It's as good as the win, I guess. You know, it's a good story now. Great picture out of it. Everybody should go ahead and get that framed. Throw that up on the Freaky Fast merch store. But yeah, great race overall. Didn't get junked at the end, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. It's always fun when you can have at least a fighting shot at Talladega. You know, it's never fun when you're just sitting on pit road, you know, broken like these two guys. But but I tell you what, man, it was fun to watch, Brandon. You know, you got some valuable information for Sunday here too in the Cup Series that you could possibly use, and so that would be cool to see what you can use from there. But before we let you go, man, for third place, anybody want to send us out to?
First, Cedric for dropping out of the middle line and sacrificing potentially a good spot for himself to fall back and hook up with me to try to get to the lead. That was great of him to do. So thanks a million. Hopefully we can hook up and lead Cup race on Sunday. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast. Usually I'm sitting up here with you most nights, and so fun to finally get up into the booth doing an interview for a change. So thanks, and thanks to the guys at the league. It was actually a really fun race and a lot cleaner than normal.
That's right. Talladega, wild stuff, man. But you were able to pull off third, buddy. And I tell you what, that's a closest third that you're probably gonna get in a long time. So
yeah,
take that one and run with it. But man, we'll talk to you later, and congrats on third again.
Have a good night.
All right, that was Brandon Colley there, third place finisher. What great interviews and great finish we had here tonight at the Sim Racing Unleashed Truck Series. Brought to you by Budget Sim Boxes, and we'll go to our race results here as Dave Bush was able to bring home the victory. I must say I pointed it out and I called him, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I called the caution too. Like I'm on it tonight.
You did predict it.
All right, I'll look. Wait till y'all get my prediction on Sunday. We'll see.
Put your money on me, Zach, please.
Second's going to go to Cedric Hunter. Third is Brandon Colley. Fourth will be Michael Palmer. Josh Jones is going to bring home that fifth position. Sixth is going to go to Steven Leffler. Seventh is Braden Crest, that 91 machine, followed by Michael Yarrow in eighth. Ninth will go to David Neese. Rounding out your top 10 will be Robbie Darnell in the 44. Pole setter Nicholas Lobey is going to bring it home in that 11th position. 12th is going to be Josh Coley. 13th is going to go to Jonathan Smith in the 25. Rounding out, or actually last car on the lead lap will be Jason Adams there in the 24th. 15th is going to go to James Small. 16th is Buzz in that 51. 17th is going to go to Mark Whitley. 18th, Todd Neese. 19th is Gomez. Then you got Steven Stimpy in here in 20th position. 21st is Robert Cheswick. And rounding out your field is Hunter Hayward in the 21 and 22nd. So good little field tonight. Great race. Man, that was fun, guys. Thank you guys for coming up in the booth. What was y'all's thoughts on all this? Because, man, it was a blast. I got a lot of laughs. Tell you what, y'all made it definitely special.
That gave me flashbacks to 2012, that Jimmy finish. Man, that was a blast, though. That was great talking with you and watching this amazing race. So thank you for letting me have it up here.
Yeah, pleasure. I appreciate you guys always letting me come up, and that was a hell of a finish. Couldn't happen to those top three drivers of Class X. Do enjoy racing with those guys week in and week out.
Awesome stuff. Yes, it was, guys. Class X, great finishes, memorable for sure. We'll take that and go on to Sunday, where you guys have a heck of a battle coming up for the Cup Series, man. It's going to be important racing, so hopefully we can see another amazing finish like this. You never know, I might be talking to you two up here in the booth.
Yeah,
on that podium.
Keep an eye on that 21 Ford Performance Mustang, and I'm going to be as aggressive as I can to get in the playoffs. I know I'm on that cutoff and I need to get a win, so I don't need a win, but I need to get in that playoff. So hopefully I'll be up in the booth.
I'm sitting in the beach chair looking out of the ocean, enjoying my view.
You got a book and a cocktail in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome stuff, guys. Well, Robert, what a race it was tonight, man.
That is
correct time.
All right, well, I want to say thank you to Steven for joining us up in the booth here tonight in that 81. Hunter, sorry for your luck here tonight in that 21. We will catch these guys Sunday night, 7:50, same track, same time here at Talladega Super Speedway as we got drivers, trying to get into the playoffs. So tune in Sunday night, 7:50 to see what SRU can do here, and I'm sure we're going to have one whale of a show. But we are off tomorrow night. We will be off Friday night, but we will be live with Zach Hall. Watch him out on the track at Chicago as they start their round of their playoffs at Chicagoland. So until then, hopefully everybody has a great 2 days. God bless everybody. We love you all. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, everyone.
Good night, everybody.